We like, is that it? We like. This is, hello and good evening. Please let us know if you can hear us. And by us, I mean me, because Steve's
I'm on
already
now. I'm
worked
on. They
out.
can hear me too.
As well.
They can
Okay.
hear me. They can
So
hear
you could, Steve has now fixed that problem. Not that there was
Yeah.
a problem, but let us know if you could in the comments whether or not you can hear us both. That'd be super. And as soon, Frederick's just said cannot hear Steve, which is as we
They can
intended.
now. Yeah. That was the joke. You missed
But
the joke there.
hopefully he's now going to say he's still saying no sound from Steve. This could be like 20 seconds behind though. Who
Yeah, he's
knows?
20 seconds behind. I've got my bar, and I'm comfortable.
Can
I'm
hear
not
him
even
now.
no panic. Hands
Can
out
hear
on the
him now.
mouse.
Sound. Oh, it's all. There's a lot of conflict going on in the chat here. Steve sounds not on, but then sound.
There you go.
I think we're good. I think we've got Frederick saying can hear him now.
Yeah,
Remco said sound. I don't know if he's talking about the sound.
It could be a
if he's
mank
viewing
saying stuff like that's
So
sound.
it could be sound.
Sound.
Sound stream that. But I think we're hearing good things now, indeed. So
all good things.
good evening. All good things. All good things. Good evening and welcome to Battle Streams in Middle Earth, episode 61. Boom. This
The
is
stream that never was.
Yeah, I know. This is, of course, if you're new here, and I've seen someone who is new here, which is quite exciting. But I'm sure we'll get to you in a moment. This is our, broadly speaking, fortnightly stream where we take a stroll through this bad boy. Steve, I think you've got it there, haven't you?
Well, this old thing.
This old thing, the Extini Part
I was reading this today.
He's actually read it, and it's not even the right one. But in every episode, we take a look through an issue of this, and we find out what the scenarios are like. And we kind of read the rules, and kind of just have a bit of nostalgic browse through this. And we paint along. We try and paint the models that came with them. We always get some models that came with them, and we try and paint those just for the sheer joy of the hobby, not because you need them for any armies, but we just try and dig them out of our backlogs, paint them, and the point, indeed, of Battle Streams in Middle Earth is to, oh my god, he's got the wrong word.
Anna made me a brew before stream. Yeah.
So yeah, the point is that you just you dig out these old fun models that you've got no intention of painting and paint along for the fun of it. So that's what we normally do. It's normally fortnightly, and we normally look at an issue of this, but it's not been fortnightly, and we're not looking at this week because as I believe we knew last time, I can't honestly remember, but I think we said it was going to be a longer wait because it was me this time. It was me that delayed it. Sadly, with the world opening up again, real life has got in the way, and we've had a 3-week gap. So apologies for that, but we are now back. So that was great, and we were back on Friday. But then we didn't stream on Friday, and that was his fault.
My fault.
Is it his fault? Is it that one?
Yeah, you're doing it right. It is on my screen.
It's towards the desk. Yeah, it's towards the desk.
So you're that way then. It's always weird because
it's very weird. Steve had a similar real life thing on Friday, so we couldn't do it. But we said
I didn't. Don't blame me.
I didn't know if you would chuck her under the bus or not.
Yeah, throw her right under the bus, mate. Not me. I was ready to go. I'd made snacks.
We were excited. Steve was buzzing about it.
I've cooked pulled pork for 8 hours for that stream.
And tragically, Steve's missus had a work emergency, but we couldn't do it. So we're sorry. So instead, rather than delaying it, we were like, no, we got to do this. So we're here on a Sunday evening, and we hope you are excited to join us. And
it's been too long. We couldn't wait another week.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, not only is it not fortnightly, it's not Battle Games in Middle Earth tonight. It's this bad boy. Defense of the North. And this is our topic this week, and this is what we'll be theming the stream around. So there's no models free with this. Tragically, come on, Games Workshop. Where's the free program? Yeah, why isn't there a free £190 Fortress of Dol Guldur? I don't know if that'd be worth it or not. But
not worth it, man.
It's probably not worth it. The theme is the Defense of the North. So what we are going for, the models that we want you to be painting tonight, it's not digging out dusty old models from your backlog. It's digging out quite spangly new models from your backlog. So it is any model that has a profile in here. So not that we've done Legendary Legions before. It's not that. But in the profiles in the middle, so the new profiles for this. So your Dane Ironfoot, your Orifin, your Brand, your Bard, all those kind of people. Any of that? I think the 16, is that right, Steve? 16?
And we know, and we know you've got them.
Yeah. So any of those, if you're painting any of those, you'll be in. Or any new model for an old profile that was released for Defense of the North. So what have we got for that? So Black Dragons would count. New model for old profile. A Dale Banner or a Dale Hornblower, new model old profile. So it's anything like that. So it's basically any of the new profiles or the new models that came out for the Defence of the North. That is the theme of tonight. And Steve, what should they do, whether they're painting that or not?
So whether they're painting or not, they're here just to hang out with us guys, with the cool kids. Is get over to Great British Hobbit League Facebook group, and there should be a scheduled post gone up at 5 minutes prior to the stream, where you can post all pictures and work in progress in there of what you're working on whilst you're watching along. We will later on in the stream get that up on screen, have a look through it, discuss what you're working on. But if you are on topic, if you are working on the models that we just said, any of the profiles that are in here, you will be entered into a live draw to win.
Can you believe
live draw? It's not pre-recorded. To win a money can't buy prize, which Damien is.
It's not anything. It's not anything you can see here.
No Budweiser is on offer for a prize tonight.
It's not my empty chow mein bowl.
No.
It is this bad boy.
Ooh!
Did you see that?
The way it just jumped on top to show that it is domineering the purple dice.
It lands on top of other dice, covering up your opponent's sixes.
Yep.
This is one of our black Battle Streams of Middle-earth dice. Money cannot buy these. The only way you can get your hands on one of those is by winning the prize draw. So if you are painting any of those 60 new profiles or any of those new models for old profiles tonight, you'll be entered into the draw. If you're in any doubt about them, you can always message us in the comments and let us know, and we'll say, oh yes, that does count, or that doesn't count. And someone at the end of today will walk away with this. And by walk away with this, we mean remain sitting exactly where you are and wait for it in the post.
Yeah.
And there we go. That's the excitement of today. Steve, are you? It's been a while. Are you working on anything?
I'm not. I'm not working on anything. Well, I am working on something, but it's top secret. I couldn't possibly show it on camera. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Just can't. Just can't.
It's quite exciting.
Yeah, it's exciting. What about yourself?
I am working on. I think annoyingly, this isn't going to show up brilliantly well. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll switch back to CCAM because I think CCAM will show it off a bit better.
Yeah.
It's all changing. The desk is all changing live. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. So I'm going to have to. I'll move out this seamless.
Pretend they weren't there, guys.
They weren't there. No, this would be a much better way of showing you the whole up, I think. Treydale.
Treydale, love a
Treydale. Do you love a Treydale? This is my Treydale.
Got a lot of nights.
Yes, I've got 12 nights. You can see 4 of them have been done.
Yeah, cool models.
They're beautiful, aren't they? They're really, really nice.
Very cool.
And then 8 more currently headless knights.
Yeah, they're the ones you got to look out for.
That's pretty good. I got Brandon Bard.
Sexy.
I've got some Windlance crew.
The old Windlance. Missing spikes, missing head spikes.
Yeah, of course.
Just like mine. Yeah.
Well, plus that though, free Dale. Windlance.
Nice.
And then the 3 commanders.
Really nice. What pose are you going with the captain?
Sword out.
Sword out. I've gone sword in.
Yeah, I'm more of a shower.
Yeah.
So this is my next army. Essentially, this is what I'm going to be painting through June, July. I've got to get a lot of this ready for doubles, so Warhammer. And so tonight, Matthew, I will be working on cleaning up more Dale. That's my plan, and I've got loads of the new models from the new book, so I'm quite excited. That's what I will be doing. So what are you going to be doing then?
Can't tell you. I'll be drinking tea.
You'll be working on it, will you?
I'll be building it.
It's quite exciting.
Well, I say I'll be building it. It's here. It's on the desk. I might build it. We'll see how we go. We'll see how we go. It's Sunday. It's a day of rest. God might not forgive me.
He won't. He won't.
We'll
but also, the only way we're ever going to get through this stream is if we have some form of sustenance to get us through it. And we hope you all do. We hope you have arrived with your snacks and with your drinks. And so, Steve,
yeah,
what have you got to get you through the stream?
So tonight, no alcohol for me tonight. Zero alcohol. I've been under the weather the last 2 weeks. I was on antibiotics. I had really bad infection in my wisdom tooth, which is coming out on Tuesday. So
Bit of work in progress.
No alcohol. So I've got obviously my tea, which is here. You may have seen me eating a pork pie a few seconds ago, which I was eating.
I didn't.
Damien has got me onto pork pies during stream.
That's quite a battle stream.
But I had two, so I ate the normal one, and then I've got this caramelized onion.
Oh, nice.
Pork pie.
Fancy pork pie. I like it.
Which I'm going to eat in a minute. I've really just gone copying Damien tonight. So I wanted, I just had a craving for cherry Coke. I don't know why. I've not had cherry Coke for years. And I went in the shop, they didn't have any. Apparently, they've not had any for years, they said. So I just got a can of Pepsi like Damien has.
Nice. I don't drink cherry Coke.
I know you don't.
I like the way you said that as well. Like, I haven't had a cherry Coke in years. The guy goes, yeah, they don't make it anymore. Like, no one has.
And I got a Bueno.
Nice.
Yeah, and literally just because it was in the fridge, I just grabbed it.
Well, you know what they say, imitations are highest more flattery. So thanks, man. I'm glad.
What about you?
So I have Old Faithful. I've got my cup of tea, which I've got to get started on.
Yeah, very nice.
You may have seen I've already started on the beers because I was eating my Chinese minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
I got a couple of treats to get me through. I got the old GBHL staple.
Fredo, yeah.
I picked up my stream treat. I think more than 3 weeks. I can't remember if it was after the last stream, but I saw it in the shop, and I was like, "That's a Battle Streams snack, if ever I saw one." And I've kept it in the fridge for about 3 weeks, and it survived. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready. Ooh.
This is a Kit Kat Duo.
I've seen those, never had one.
Dark chocolate. And I hope to God it's that colour.
Yeah.
When I open this up,
they do a
it better
cookies
be
and cream
green.
one, don't they, as well?
I don't know, but I was just very excited about this. And I think this is an import. This is very American, and the logo is different, right? The worrying thing is it is distributed by the Hershey company, so I'm worried this is going to be Hershey's in it. But we'll have to wait and find out. But I'm quite excited about this because I love dark chocolate and I love mint.
Yeah.
So I'm quite excited about eating a green Kit Kat tonight.
I'm wishing you the best of luck with it.
Thank you. Shall I dive in? Do you want to?
I mean, I think we should crack it open live and have a look. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, sort of
gives
people
me an excuse to sit and eat pork pie.
There's at least one person I've seen scroll by who goes, "Hi, I'm new to SBG and I'm new to live streams." And he's watching this already. Go, what the? This? Like, this is not what I expected. So the first thing I've baffled by: lift, flap, and tear at end. I think this says to open it, just rip it apart, basically. Okay. So to begin with, disappointing. Dare we dream? Oh, look at that! Look at that!
It's green, mate. It's green.
I mean, that looks fantastic.
Will it taste fantastic?
Let's find out. Look at that. That's pretty good, isn't it? Your health, sir. Good.
There you go. It's a thumbs up. It's a Battle Streams thumbs up.
That's really nice. It's got that kind of after dinner mint type, because of the dark chocolate as well, the mint. That's really good.
Keeper.
That's really nice. There we go. What a night.
Very good. Very, very good.
Because I'm a nice husband, I might text them. She likes dark chocolate and mint. Give her a stick.
Just one, not half. Just one.
Yeah. There we go. Well, you're not going to do anything. I'm going to assemble Dale. So, do you want to jump in the chat and see who's in?
Yeah, I'm just going to put my thing on live. Just thinking, is there anything else? I feel like we may have missed something off the intro.
Don't know. I think we've actually been quite efficient with the intro.
I think because it's been so long. It has been so long. We're coming into that time of the year, aren't we? Where, like I say, we're not in COVID anymore, and we might be two massive nerds, but our other halves and friends and stuff, they quite like having social lives back and inviting us to things. It's really annoying.
I mean, it's weddings, stag do's. They've all started up again.
Yeah, stag do's and weddings. Yeah.
Aren't they?
Remember that wedding we invited you to about 16 years ago?
Yeah, it's happening.
Right, I'll dive in the chat then. I'll just wet my whistle. You might have to put up with me coughing and spluttering a little bit. I'm still a little bit chesty. And look at me, but I've not even. This is what happens when I get ill. I stop looking after myself. I've got
You look the same.
Robinson Crusoe beard.
I had a photo taken of me. It was no, I say a photo. It was me. I took it yesterday. It was me and Chris at the Albert Hall. We'll probably talk about that later. And I looked at it and I was like, that's a nice photo. And I came home to Emma and genuinely showed her the photo. I was like, is this the lighting, or am I that grey? You know, one of those, because you can't. It was round here. It was round here, right? And I was like, I can't see this in real life. And I saw this photo and I was like, that's pretty grey. And my mum was there as well, and they decided it was about half and half.
Half and half.
They were like, you're quite grey, but you might not be that grey. There you go. Look, that's pretty grey, right?
Yeah. It's probably because you got a bit of product in your hair as well.
You got to try it in front of the nerds, though. I just realised
She's got no pants on.
That's a MacGyver t-shirt and pants. It's good, right? It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah? She's saying, yeah, I don't know if you can hear that.
Solid. Oh, I heard, yeah.
But I'm not.
She's making
For the internet.
good noises. Huh?
Mm.
Do you want
Obviously.
Yeah.
I knew you caved.
I know.
I knew you
It's
caved.
available in this country.
Yeah, I bought it in this country.
Oh, good. Mm.
There you go. Enjoy. MacGyver t-shirt. What a wife. What a time to be alive. Love you. My Kit Kat, though.
Right, okay. So let's do this. Malarkey.
I heard her say, oh my God. This is a big hit in the open house.
That'll be it. Someone sending you boxes of them.
Yeah, we've got an American distributor.
Have them limited edition Whispers? Have they stopped now? I've not seen them for a while.
Yeah, well, I think they have. The same shop I bought one of these at. They had them on the till in a box, and I went to pick them up, and he was like, this is all out of date stuff.
Oh, did it?
And I was like, oh right, so on the till they had you can buy this at your own risk box.
Yeah.
I'll leave the hazelnut whisper.
Public health warning. Yeah. Let me turn everything on silent because this thing's beeping. All right.
That is really bloody nice.
Get rid of that. Right. So, let's have a look. Joe Holzman was first in. Welcome, Joe. Do blaze him. So I definitely thought it was a 8:30 start. He said, yes, apologies. So it was originally going to be 8:30. Anyone who was on the ball yesterday would have seen me set up a stream for a Seal Door week yesterday, which obviously, just in my drug-fueled flu and cold induced stupor, forgot that we were doing Defence of the North week, and went for the next episode of the normal stream, which it wasn't. It was also at 8:30, but then at the last minute this afternoon, my wife dropped on me that she'd surprised me to a viewing of Top Gun 2, which I went to and thoroughly enjoyed, I must say. If you're a fan of Top Gun 1, you'll love it. If you're not a fan of
Top Gun 1, you won't love
Top Gun 1, you won't enjoy it.
Did you feel the need?
The
need for speed.
Yeah. It was good. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was good. If you want to go and watch a bit of a silly film that's a little bit out there, and it's these things would never happen in real life, obviously, then it's for you. If you're a bit critical, then it's not for you. So just to be sure that we would be back in time, I'll put it to 9 o'clock. So hence it'd be 9 o'clock, Michael. Frederick City says hello there.
Hello there.
Joe Osmond explains what I've just explained in about 9 words rather than my long-winded sentences.
Oh, what?
About why we're 9 and not 8:30 and the Seal Door and Defence of the North. Blah, blah, blah. Scott Newman's in. Says good evening, all. Good evening, Scott. Remco is in. Hey, guys. Good evening to all. Hajinda is in. Welcome, pal. Sadly, not going to be able to join this one. Catching up later on in the week, painting up Morannons. Well, I hope you have fun, my friend, painting those Morannons and watching this stream. Michael Bray is in. Good evening, Michael. Michael, I did get your message on. I feel like I do this every week now. I apologise to people for not getting back to them. Michael, but I did get your message about our game. But as I've just previously explained, I've been really off colour. I've not been replying to emails and messages because I've just not even been able to look at my phone. But I will get there. Jill's in. How you doing, Jill?
Likely you put like cough at the end of that to prove it.
I need to clear my throat.
Prove you weren't well.
Haskell says, just got back from taking Ben to the Isle of Man ferry, got caught up in the Liverpool FC parade, but managed to get him there on time. I mean, are we talking about the fantastic, amazing
You're a Real Madrid fan.
celebrations? Ah,
I thought they were going to
quad-
win. I was watching it. I was like, they're going to come back. They're absolutely
the
going to come
quad's
back.
on, the quad's on, the quad's on, mate. The quad's on. Nathan Bolton's sorry. Gaetan's in. He says, "Good evening, how you doing, pal?" Late as usual, says Frederick. We're BSIME scum. Come on, there's backlogs that need clearing. Someone's been watching Obi-Wan. Nathan Bolton, Sunday heresy. Hope you're both well. We are both well. I hope you are well too, Nathan. Where was BSIME when the stream disappeared, says Frederick. Where was BSIME when we had to improvise and host a Zoom call? Did they have a Zoom call last night?
They did, indeed.
Oh, that's interesting. David McShire is in. Lads. Steve Ginley's in. He says, hi, all.
Steve?
It's just bloody jumped.
Already, surely not.
Why does it do that? A battle stream is never late nor early. It arrives precisely when it means to, says Frederick. Hawk Jacobson is in. He says, good evening, people. Only going to be able to watch for about an hour or so, but I hope that'll be enough to learn all about tonight's snacks and drinks. Well, we had you covered there, my friend.
That'll be about it.
Yeah. Mr. Collister is in. Evening all. How you doing, Dan? Sean's in. He says, good evening. Sneaking in for a brief period. Where are you, Sean? The Blighted Legionnaire says, evening. Good evening, the Blighted Legionnaire. Destro's in. He says, there's the piano. Houstonian greetings all. Houstonian greetings to you as well, Destro. Cannot hear Steve, says Frederick. Darren Warner says, new to Middle Earth SBG.
There we go.
And live streams. Just wanted to say hello to this fantastic community you have on your channel. Thank you, Darren.
Hi,
and
Darren.
Welcome. You are now part of said fantastic community. So give yourself a pat on the back.
Can I ask, if he's new, how does he know the community's fantastic? I think he's just taking a punt.
Could be the word on the street.
Yeah, I mean, it is fantastic. You're very welcome, Darren. Let us know if you are new. Let us know what you're working on. Did you say he was new to SBG?
New to SBG as well.
What you got into, what you're painting, all that sort of stuff. And kick back and enjoy the evening.
Yeah. A lot of people going on about the sound. Carl Daly's in. Carl, why are you even here? He says,
is he Spain or somewhere?
Well, I'll tell you now. He says, hello, everyone, from a very hot Cancun. While you're all obviously working on new toys, I'm just finishing getting ready for a wedding at 10. Hope you all have a great stream. I'll watch back later. Well, you enjoy yourself, Carl, and make sure you put a lot of sun cream on. We don't want you to get burnt, my friend. Can you do a holiday?
I don't think I twigged you there at all.
I'd love to be in Cancun right about now. Larry says, I got excited when I saw people saying no sound. Sound is good, says Steve. Darren Werner, yes, can hear you. Dave Mitchell says, are we drinking on a school night? I'm not, unfortunately. I suppose I should get a beer.
I'm not really on a school night anymore because I'm just marking. So term's over. So my entire life is just an endless stream. No, it's not half term, but I'm just marking. So it like I just mark all day and then drink all night and then mark all day and drink. You know what I mean?
There's a song in there somewhere. Right?
The days mean nothing anymore.
All day and all of the night.
That sounds remarkably like You Really Got Me.
Yeah.
When I used to play in a band, we used to segue those into each other. It's exactly the same chords, exactly the same key. And I used to play exactly the same guitar solo for both songs. True story. And no one ever knew.
Destro is going all man on us and saying that's totally sound. Old School Chris says, evening fellas, evening chat. Lovely to have a Sunday evening stream. What I'm painting tonight may one day become Defence of the North, but for now, Beachbone is growing the lumber. Did Steve just pick up the paint water instead of the clear the backlog mug? No, it's just I'm in a different mug tonight. Dan Nelly's in. He says, evening all, dropping in and out tonight.
Is that Dan Nelson?
It says Dan Nelly.
Do you reckon it's Dan Nelson?
I don't know.
Because if it is Steve,
fits the bill.
I'm going to assume you're Dan Nelson. If you're not Dan Nelson,
me or Dan Nelly.
Dan Nelly. And if you're not Dan Nelson, I'm going to.
Here we go.
I'm going to.
I'll take a back seat, folks. I'll just take a back seat. Oh man.
Happy birthday to you.
It's what you signed up for.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dad. Happy birthday to you.
very good. It's very haunting. It's haunting, is it?
You know, I like to do nice things for nice people.
That's very well done. Let's hope it is the right guy.
Yeah, or if it wasn't, like Dan will watch it at some point, and Dan Nelly has now had a nice treat. So
Yes, a nice
there's
treat.
literally no losers in that.
No. Evening all, says Craig Bass. Guys says evening all. Have a great time. And you, Paul. Dwallin's in. Good evening, fellow hobbyists. Welcome, Dwallin. Gordon Laidlaw's in. He says, hi guys, not here for the duration tonight. Early start in the morning. Going to get progress on my Easterlings tonight. Mr. Matt Generation Shift is in. He says, evening guys. How you doing, Matt? Hope you're well. Joe Osman says, I can confirm the whip thread is up. Oh yes.
As if it wouldn't be.
As if. Max Mallis says, evening all. Destro says, I'll be working on my Marauders. Frederick says, big BSIME 3. There you go. It's always a big BSIME 3. Always. Right, I need to move the chat, guys, and it's been jumpy tonight, so bear with me.
Need to move it.
I'm at the bottom at page.
Oh, it's it, page.
It's all right. Didn't jump that time. Julian Hammond says, evening, guys. Working on Razgush tonight. Hopefully, should finish him.
Sounds like someone wants to win a dice.
Larry Miller says, I need to stay up till about 5 tonight. Any chance the stream will last that long?
Why is that? He said that a few times in the Patreon chat. Why do you need to stay up till 5, Larry?
What's
Tell us,
happening at
please.
5? Something happening in America or anything that you need to wait up that long?
Like a pre-order or something, maybe.
Why could you not just sleep in between and set your alarm for 5, Larry? Like normal people would.
Could it really be so simple?
Jake Banks says, can't wait to see that finish. To Julian. The Blighted Legionnaire says, off theme for me, basing some Gondor and maybe do some Uruk-hai. Still show us in the whip thread. Matt says, nice trail, Damien. Nice trail.
Trail?
Nice trail.
I suppose it's grey hair, do you think?
Nice trail.
Don't know. What you talking about, babies?
Julian Hammond says, is the top secret that Steve can't share Tolcon related? No, it's not actually. I've had a dubious email about Tolcon, which I need to address tomorrow.
A dubious email?
Yeah.
What's that about? Tell us that. That sounds exciting.
I think we had a leak over a couple of the boards.
A leak?
Yeah.
Is that for one of the big resin pours?
No, we had quite bad rain, didn't we, in the week?
Oh, it's an actual leak.
An actual leak. Yeah.
I thought you meant some information had got out.
No.
Because
it's a massive leak. It's a massive leak.
But you actually mean that the place is leaking.
Yeah, there's a leak. Yeah.
Oh God! All right, hang on. Let's try that again. Do that again. Start
What
again.
did I say?
Oh, no,
apparently, something I've got to deal with tomorrow. Yeah, a leak.
Yeah, what is it?
A leak.
Oh, what? Like, because someone revealed something they weren't meant to about Tolkien.
No.
I hope everything's all right.
I think so. I'll find out tomorrow.
Fingers crossed.
I've been too ill.
Isengard board.
I got it in the I got the message in the week, but I've been that ill. I've just not been able to go. So yeah. Dublé says, has Damien finished his battle companies yet?
No, mate. I'm closer.
He'll submit that on next year's content creator community.
I'll show you on episode 100 of Fantasy.
I've had a Bueno for ages. They're really nice.
I'm enjoying it again, though. I hated it. I was in a real hobby funk for about we've been off for 3 weeks. The first 2 weeks of that, I was miserable with hobby stuff, but I've had a really good week. And now 4 of the 8 orcs are very nearly finished.
I like your face when you're happier with your hobby than when you're not.
My face? Thanks, babe. I like your face.
Midget Moose 27 says, I'm working on converting my Marauders for Assault on Lothorium.
That's a new name, isn't it?
Midget Moose? I think so. So no new profile, but for new Legend Legion, assume doesn't count.
Yeah, it doesn't count, unfortunately. I love that you're kind of on theme, but we did say it's not just. Otherwise, there's so many models in all the different leagues. We'd love to still show us, though. Put it in the whip thread.
Yeah, still show us. I would have let you in. Just saying.
Such a jerk. We have a united front.
Speaking of United, new manager, a new page.
Yeah, Ralph's off.
He's like totally off. He's like, yeah, you know that job that I was going to
I'll
take?
take it because
I'll leave it.
Got ya. Austria for me, mate. I don't know how we're going to cope without him and his 38% win percentage.
No. Peter Freeburn says, evening all. Cleaning all my nice new resin tonight. Toothbrush only for me.
Me too.
Mm-hmm. Frederick says, I almost bought some cherry coke, but then got some other stuff. Fritz, limo, blue Fanta and stuff.
Like an exciting selection of words.
Old School Chris says, I had a lilt the other day. They've changed the bottle and logo to the same style as Fanta. I've not had a lilt for longer than I've not had a cherry coke.
I agree with that.
Michael Curtis says, good evening, lads. Good evening all. Welcome, Michael. I'm assuming it's Dave of Shadow and Flame. Welcome, Dave. He says, hi guys, I'm about tonight, so enjoying the stream. Got to do some sculpting on some Dale captains. And yes, Dave, if it is you, Dave, I did get your message on Facebook. I've been poorly. Bear with me. You are in a queue. You know it's going to come. You've only been waiting at least 4 years.
If you want, mate, I'll start fielding them. You just tell me when it's an email inquiry and I'll say, yeah, Steve did get it. He's been ill.
In Dave's defence, I promised him the instructions to the Forge World Amansul ages ago, and I've got them. They're not going anywhere, so they're yours. Don't worry, I just need to.
Amansul, Weathertop.
Weathertop, yeah.
I
Need the instructions. Yeah. Larry says that's the show with the guy from Stargate, right? Oh.
That's some anti-MacGyver shades from Miller.
Frederick says, wow, blue Fanta isn't actually blue, just like the fake colour Fanta from last time.
Is that related to your Pepsi conversation?
I think it's
just... you thought you bought blue Pepsi and you bought
I did buy blue Pepsi. I did. It was a thing. It just didn't take on. Take on. Craig Bass has retracted a message, so it must have been absolute filth. Larry says, Joe, it's a show starring Richard Dean Anderson before he became famous after starring in the hit sci-fi show Stargate SG-1. Craig Bass says, Petting up Musgo and some other orcs and goblins for assault on Lothlorien list.
Sounds like someone wants to win a dice.
Yeah. We'll come to the lists a bit. Joe says to Larry, oh yeah, I forgot he did anything before SG-1. It's the show all the oldies like, yeah?
I've been thinking a lot about MacGyver because I had my T-shirt on, which Emma's clearly stolen, and a Phoenix Foundation T-shirt, and I've really got a hankering to stick. I've got the DVDs to stick it on and rewatch it. I've really got a hankering for fashion MacGyver action.
Larry says, I was there, Damien. I was there one day ago. The stream went up. I was there the day Strength of Steve failed.
Is that for a Sildo stream?
Yeah. It is half term, says Joe. Midget Moose says, aye, it is, but I've done all my marking for the year. Just exam panics to deal with. Had 3 emails today.
Congrats, dude.
Old School Chris says, yes, Damien, beach bone is growing in delumber for defence. Yes, that would be me, says Dan. Happy birthday, Dan. You got it.
Hey, I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah. He is back.
It was Dan Nelson. Who would have thought it?
It was a cryptic one.
No
Larry says, yay, cheery birthday song time. Well, that's the new viewer gone, says Joe. Darren Warner, working my way through my Rohan.
He's still here. That's him. He's the new one. He's still here.
He's still well, as of that message. Working my way through my Rohan. I mean, just finished the Fellowship and 9 Nazgul. Cool. Hauntingly refreshing as always. Thank you, Damien, says Dan.
Oh, you're welcome, mate. Happy birthday.
There we go. Larry says, Joe, it's the show Patty and Selma love on The Symptoms. That's how I first learned about MacGyver.
Yeah.
Same here, Larry. That's what I was alluding to by the oldies. That and Damien talking about his greying beard. Anyway. Some hate in here tonight, Damien. I don't know if you've noticed. There's a lot of hate.
It's ageist is what it is.
Yeah. A lot of trolling going on.
When my guy was on telly, probably. Not ironically, just on in prime time.
Mr. Ian Whitehouse is in. My missus is gate crashing. She said they talked about Lord of the Rings. Little does she know, just finishing some Carnage Warriors. Strap in, Mrs. Ian Whitehouse.
I don't think we ever said we'd talk about Lord of the Rings, do we?
Yeah, that's how we get them in.
I'm pretty clear we don't say anything about Lord of the Rings on
Yeah,
this.
that's how we get them in. Come and hang out with us. Larry says, I'm doing a night shift tomorrow, so need to adjust my sleep schedule. What? So you're doing a night shift tomorrow?
So he needs
So you
to
can
sleep
stay
through
awake till
the day.
5?
He obviously needs to sleep through the day, doesn't he?
It's crazy. It's crazy talk. I'll be finishing off the assembly of the Emperor of Rune, some Black Dragons, Old Dane, and the cool kid Thorin, says Dwalin. Larry says, going to be working on a model I was super excited about. Then as I ordered with made-to-order Thorin's company, it got delayed. And then I primed, but never got around to painting.
What is it?
What is it? What is it?
Did you not tell us what it is?
What is it?
What
Frederick
tea?
says, no, Damien, I believe Steve is talking about a leak. Maybe he's cooking a huge soup at Tolcom.
Would you put leeks in your soup? Would you?
You can have leek soup, yeah. Potato and leek soup.
I know you can.
I quite like leeks.
I've never. They're too slimy. They're not a good veg.
I don't mind them. I never liked them as a kid, but as I've got older, I've kind of like, it's there, I'll eat it. That kind of thing. Midget Moose says, I am new, so yeah, sorry about the name. It's very old and needs changing. Could be worse, mate. It's an unfortunate relic from being young. Could be a lot worse.
How bad is it? It's not like Twinkle Cave, is it? Where we're suddenly going to realise what Midget Moose means. I think. Doesn't sound bad to me.
You know really what goes well with leeks in soup, says old school Chris. Potatoes. Boil and mash them.
Mr.
Harry Parker's in. He says, evening, gents. Glad to be in for another live one. Welcome, Harry. I hope you're well.
Good to see
I've seen you looking all very suave for the show that you attended, as well as Damien. Damien didn't make as much effort, but we'll come to that.
Harry went to a less cool screening of it. He wasn't with all the cool kids.
Jolsman says, I swear Steve told the story about promising David Amazon instructions about a year back. It was more than that, mate. And said it kept him waiting ages then.
That doesn't sound like Steve. That can't be true.
Good evening, everyone, says Master Ball UK. Good evening. Wasn't there an episode of The Simpsons where Patty and Selma kidnap Richard Dean Anderson and he escapes using a paperclip, says Joe?
I don't know if there was. They used to love MacGyver, but it wouldn't surprise me. And he would probably use a paperclip to escape. That's what MacGyver does.
Caught up on chat, mate.
What?
Yeah, boy.
Good work.
Mm-hmm.
That's what being sick and taking 3 weeks off will do.
Yeah.
So tonight is...
It's what not drinking does.
Maybe, yeah. Might be that.
What not drinking does.
Tonight is our Defence of the North special. Now,
defense.
What's quite cool about the added delay of this is that it's out now and everyone's got it. So it's not a kind of, sometimes these things fall really awkwardly for us, but everyone should have it, I would have thought. So everyone's going to be going through it and have their own opinions of it. And that's going to be our sort of main topic for tonight. Now, Steve, we're not going to go through it page by page. Why is that?
Because we already done it, mate.
Smashed it.
We treated a lot of you. It was a great stream, actually. I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. Obviously, being part of Top Table as well, I got early access to said book. So we were late to the party, but we didn't want to jump on that bandwagon, and we did it on was it the Sunday night?
I believe it was a Sunday night. Yeah.
I think it was a Sunday night. And we had a rake of people, and it was great. And me and you just sat. I'd had flicked through it. I'd not read through it properly, so it was really nice. Just to go through it with you, mate, and do it live and hang out with people and chat, and yeah, it was really good. Really enjoyed it. So we went through it cover to cover. So
if you want a full kind of page by page breakdown,
it's still on the channel.
You can go and check that out. So tonight the difference will be you've all got it. So we thought we'd kind of pass the discussion over to you a bit and sort of see what you're thinking. And as we normally do on these things, we try and direct the discussion a bit. So Steve, should we pick our first topic and then kind of catch up and then see what the kiddies think? Do you want to do should we do models? Should we do the shopping first? That's quite good fun, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what then. I'll let you choose. Tell the people what's what.
Yeah.
Because you remember the last time we did stream on here, We had
Oh, they're not back, are they? Are they sexy boys and girls then?
no. We had our pal Dowie on.
Oh, we did indeed. Yeah, absolutely.
So the screen, I'm basically making sure I didn't do this pre-stream, which I should have done. I'm just making sure all my screens are right, and the Facebook, looking at Facebook screens not as it should be. So I just need to fiddle about with that. So do you wanna do that?
I see. Yeah. Well, so obviously since the last stream, everything's been released. So we've got all the new re-releases. We've got all the brand new models. We've got some dice. We've got some books. So why don't you start for now? Like, stop chatting about whatever else you've been chatting about, and just tell us what you picked up. What did you buy, and have you got stuck into it? And what do you think? And what do you think of the models? Why don't we start with that? So purely about the models, and you can talk about the prices if you want, and anything like that, and just anything on the kind of buying and cool hobbying side of things rather rather than the rules. Let's start with that. And of course, one thing that was part of that we didn't expect, no one could have expected, was not only did we get all this cool new stuff for the new supplement, we also got a new bundle, which no one saw coming, which was the Fortress of Dol Guldur. Now, Steve, you got sent a couple of these, right?
Yes.
You got sent two?
Two, yeah.
It's disastrous. So you got sent 12 new Ruins of Dol Guldur.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm going to do some cool stuff.
Steve, the Fortress of Dol Guldur contains 6 Dol Guldur ruin sets, and it's £190.
Yeah.
And 6 Dol Guldur ruin sets are 45 quid each. So I think that's £270.
Yeah.
So I think it's 80 quid cheaper.
Yeah.
Now, oh my god, that seems a good deal to me. But I did see it raging on some of the forums. Is it worth it?
Is it?
So what do you think, Steve? Is it? You've got 2 of them. I haven't.
Yeah.
Is it worth it?
Well, if you're good at maths, you know it probably is. That's the thing, right?
I think so. Who knows?
I'm not sure.
I can't see how it's not. I don't.
Do you know how it? I'd say the only time this would not be worth it is if you only wanted one.
Do you know what's funny about
then
that?
It's not worth buying,
isn't it? Isn't it? Though? You know, because this is quite like the Rohan, the stronghold, right?
Yeah.
And I remember when we did this way back, because what is it? It's 80 quid, right? You've got 6.
Yeah.
That means you're saving, what, 12 quid off every one?
Yeah.
So you have to outlay more, but you're getting it for, I don't know, 33 quid instead of 45, right?
Yeah.
We can do this. Let's see what they actually are. 190.
I mean, if you and 5 of your mates all just want one each,
it's £31.60.
It's a bargain.
So you like one kit is 31 quid instead of 45. And when we as you will hopefully see in issue 13 of SBG, we got 2 of these strongholds and we sent them to Rick Fryer to build for us. And we said at that time, we were like, I might have told you this before at some point, sorry, but it's been a while. And we said, what would you like? We always, what would you like? Basically pick whatever you want and we'll get you that as our sort of thank you. And he said, can I have a Rohan house? So bear in mind, we're sending him 2 strongholds, right? That's all the Palisades. And how many? That was it. Was it 6 houses again? The 12 houses. And his thank you for painting that wanted a house, right? And right then, and the discount on the stronghold is worse than the discount on the fortress. I remember sitting in a car with Tom, going, "We should buy a stronghold. It's not worth buying a house."
Yeah.
And so what we did was we sent, and Rick's been so good to us, we sent Rick a stronghold instead of a house. And he was like, guys, this is amazing. And we were like, yeah, well, if you want, you could always build and paint those ones as well. And we'll photograph them and you can have them, you can keep at the end. And he said it was made up because he got more houses, but then we got kind of more scenery out of it for the mag. But it is that thing. It's like, wouldn't you be better off if you're going to spend 45 quid on one, spending 31 quid and, I don't know, flogging the others or splitting it with people? I don't know.
I think the long and short of it is
It's probably worth it.
It's worth it.
You get 2 free, right? You said you get, what was it? It's 80 quid saving.
It was 180 quid for 4, right?
Oh, normally, yeah.
Yes, and it's 190 for 6.
Yeah.
So basically, you're getting 2 for it. The other 2, the extra 2 are a £5 each.
So, yeah, I think it's worth it. But it's not worth it if you think it's crap.
Yeah.
And this is the big thing. I think the only... If you like it and you want them, it's worth it. If you don't like it and you don't want them, it's not worth it.
Don't buy it. Yeah.
What do you think, Steve? Is it? Would you? You've got to. You're probably not going to buy a third. Are you happy to have 12 Ruins of Dog Order sets in your life?
Yeah, I mean, I've got them 2, and I've got 4 boxes of the Ruins singular. But if someone said to me, "Is that box worth it?" I'd be like, "Yes, it's worth it." That's a lot of plastic.
I don't know if this is true. Someone's saying, who knows if this is apocryphal? It's the biggest discount on any GW product ever, or something like that. Well, I heard someone say that, and it's a pretty massive discount.
It
must be 33% off, right? Just under, must be.
Well, what's the saving on the Stronghold? What do you get? Do you get a house and a Palisade for free? Basically?
You got the. I want to say you got the Palisades free when it first came out,
right?
And I can't remember the prices, but I'm pretty sure it was the Palisades that you got free. But I think it was more. I think the total was more expensive because I think you got 6 houses and 2 Palisades.
Yeah.
I know. No, hang on. It might not be more expensive, but it's that the houses are cheaper. Right. So the Rohan houses are like 25 quid. The Dog Order Ruins are 45.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling the Stronghold was about 450 quid. No, that would be bad. 150 quid.
That's definitely not worth it.
Yeah,
I'm
pretty sure that was it. The houses were 25 quid, maybe 26. The Stronghold was 150, and you got 6. So you paid for the houses, and then you got the Palisades free. So I think the saving was the same.
Yeah.
For 80 quid, but maybe the percentage was different. I don't know. I can't remember.
It's one of them. Any of them bundles are worth it. That you, if you're into terrain and you're buying multiples of terrain, they're worth it. If But that's the thing. Like, when would you ever say it's not worth it?
I think if you wanted one, I genuinely, I've got one because I've got one for that bloody Battle Companies thing. If I was now going to buy that, I think I'd buy the Fortress.
Yeah, and just sell what you didn't need.
Yeah, if you can afford it, if you've got the money, and you only wanted one, I think I would still get the Fortress and keep the others.
Yeah,
in case you want them down the line, or flog them, split them with your mate.
I think the weird thing is, I suppose that everyone's different, aren't they? And people hobby in different ways. And some people might just want one. But I don't ever see a scenario where you just want one.
What you want is...
Personally, because you're going to want a
find
board's
your mate
worth.
who wants 5, right?
Yeah, but you're going to want a board's worth, aren't you?
Yeah, but all that said... Fuck.
Is this Bingate all over again?
This is going to be on the next song video.
Nobody move. Nobody move. Nobody move. Nobody gets
what
hurt.
it is. You know what it is? I don't think I'm going to bother finding this.
What is it?
It's you see the flag. You see the little flag at the spear tips missing?
Oh.
The little tassel.
Yeah.
Come off a Dale spear.
Is it floor bound or is it desk bound?
I don't know, mate. It's not on the desk. It's not on the desk.
That could
The question is though, is it on the trousers?
Or the t-shirt? Could be. Have you got like when you get the wrinkle in your t-shirt because of your belly and that?
There's no belly, mate.
Definitely.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Check your belly button, mate. Check your belly button. There's a reason the hair grows inwards.
I can't flick to C cam for this. It'd be a disaster. Taken down for YouTube for that indecency. I don't know. You can't move, can you?
Are you carpet as well?
Yeah, grey carpet, mate.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm going down.
Best chat up line ever.
Filthy.
While you're down there, mate, I'll jump back in the chat.
Oh, you're down there.
While you're down there, kiddo. There was, says Dwelling, can't remember what that refers to, Dwelling.
I thought
Battle Campers in, welcome, pal.
Just a
well,
tiny bit of resin flash.
You thought you had it? Oh, There's nothing worse. There's nothing worse.
Because
Gets your hopes up.
this bit looks like a tiny bit of resin flash.
I mean, you could just super glue a tiny bit of resin flash to it, and
I'll probably just ignore it. Let's be honest.
Evening, everyone. Good to see the stream back on. Fashion Relate, of course. How dare you, Alex? Joe Kelly says, "Hey guys, greetings from the States." Sadly, he's found it. He's found it. That's a face of smugness. Don't drop it. Don't hold it to the camera. Don't drop it. I think that's a bit of flash, mate. That's a bit of flash.
How the hell is that ever gluing back on?
Yeah, you'll glue it back on and just like ruin all the detail on it with a proper glue. Yeah. Greetings from the States. Sadly can't stay as it's Memorial Day weekend here and we have people coming over. Smoked foods will be served. Have a great stream and I'll catch you later. Very jealous, Joe, but enjoy, my friend.
Joe Kelly.
And all the best. Yeah.
Good to see you, Joe. Thanks for dropping in.
Everyone should have it. Sad German noises. Still waiting for my book, says Frederick. Ooh,
sorry, dude.
Go and watch this. Go and watch the video on Top Table.
It'll be like you had it.
See it all there. Larry says, Damien, he's known in the north as War Leader, but his true name you must discover for yourself.
Oh, is that the model he's working on? Is it, which, I just don't know. Is that Razgush? Yeah, Merzger is the
Mozger. I've got. Why am I trying to think what the names are when I've got the blister in front of me?
Foolish man. I was. I think the Dale Knights are beautiful models. I was. Should we say mildly disappointed to find out the spears weren't modular? I assumed that you can swap the heads. I thought you'd be able to swap the arms, but you can't, can you? Unless I've made a giant mistake. They have to be the same pose.
I didn't build mine, so I don't know.
Yeah, I think like this. So I'm super gluing these in now, and I've done 2/3, which means all the spears are spoken for. And someone's going to go, oh, they are. But it's like they're very, very specific joins at the elbow, and so I don't think they're modular. So
you could put a sharp blade, X-Acto blade through the wrist though, and twist the hand.
Yeah. You could convert them. What I mean is, I don't think they're not like it's not a modular kit.
Yeah.
You get their variation in the heads, but not in the spears, which I was, as I say, mildly disappointed by. But tis a mere thing.
Jolsman says he was wrong. He escaped by using his contact lens to direct the sunlight towards the rope, tying him up. He then realised he actually loves escaping and got them to keep capturing him so he can escape.
Classic MacGyver.
Frederick says, by the way, sad German noises go something like Lumpen from Strump.
Well, sad British noises and American noises go ba 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 ba.
Oh, come on, what's going on here? They eventually got fed up of it and try and drive him off. Oh, right, I get you. Frederick says that's 100% real word. It's just made up. Got the book, the dice. Bear of the Quest Ringer. Still needed that. And then also 2 Wild Marauders for my brother's birthday, says Frederick. I hope to see them at Scouring next year, says Alex. See what? What are you hoping to see? I can't remember what we're talking about.
Bell guys, maybe?
No. Has no one mentioned hipster bears yet?
We haven't got to bears yet, no. We could get to bears maybe at the next
interval.
Next catch up.
Josman says, you've got 12. Say goodbye to your fingertips. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've actually got more than 12. I think I've got 16.
I think we were talking about that, and I think you started catching up on the chat when we were mid-conversation, because we were still talking about ruins, and I think I dropped my little thing.
Oh, right.
But yeah, it was. I wouldn't want to do 12 having done 1.
Yes. Yeah.
They're beautiful. Yeah. I'd love them. Yeah. I don't want to assemble another one.
They did hurt my fingers. The one I built because I got sent 1 kit. I think I got sent 1 or I got sent 2. I can't remember. I can't remember. When they first came out, I got sent a couple of kits, I think. And I built one for the unboxing video. And that's there on my shelf. And it ruined my fingers. And then I bought an extra 2. And I've got them there. So I've got 4 in box, singular. Got 1 built. And I've got 2 of the fortresses to get built. A lot of the TCG patrons are helping out. I've got a load of terrain he's building, a load of Rowan houses, a load of these kits that I need to get built ASAP. I'm just struggling to find the time. So
the patrons are going to help you to build it.
Yeah, they're going to help me build them and get them painted. I'm going to turn
Is that for Tolkien? Like
no,
Dog Gulder board.
No.
What's that for?
It's for content for the channel. So I need to get them done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I need to get them done. Frederick says, "Is it worth it?" Question mark. I picked up the book and the dice, but saved my money for a bundle of Beornings next week. Says Michael Curtis. Have they been confirmed for next week? Old School Chris says, "But what if I have 5 friends who also want one? Is it worth it then?" It's definitely worth it.
That's the dream solution.
That's the dream, yeah. Dublé says
postage costs. You have to post them on 5 times.
Unless you all live on the same street, then you're laughing.
All the same house.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be weird if you lived on the same street as 6 people who all wanted one Dog Gulder ruin? That would be what a result that would be. Go door to door.
Some random guy knocks on your door. Hi, mate. I don't suppose.
That's just Dog Gulder ruin at a significant discount. Darling, the nerd's back. You asked me this about the Rohan house a year ago. I wasn't interested then. I'm not interested now.
No new releases for me. Just the Dragon, Goblin Kings, and Black Shield, says Dublé. Steve Kinley says. Say that again.
Goblin Kings.
Goblin Kings. I think it means the heroes.
Oh, Drazag and not Drazag, Durbers and Groblog.
Durbers, yeah.
You got repacked.
Just got the dice on the book. Didn't go crazy as I will be getting some of the new Horus Heresy stuff too.
That's quite an exciting day for Heresy.
Got the book and 2 sets of dice. Yes, Matt. I blame you. So I got my dice, which are up there. I didn't get sent dice, annoyingly. But so I had to buy my dice, and then seen your post and have now ordered another set of dice so I can have ones with black pips on. Really annoying.
We should give Matt a shout out. They look great, right?
They do look great, but it's still annoying. I've just had to buy a second set of dice.
It did remind me of one of your how to paint videos. He puts this photo up and goes, "These are really easy to do. All you need to do is like there's 9 steps. That's all you need to do is get rid of this, then clean it with this, then paint this in there."
It's very excessive, Matt.
They look so good, mate.
I was looking at it, I was thinking, why did you have to strip them? Why didn't you just paint over the red?
He said it didn't look as good. So he tried that first.
Fair dues.
The man's a talented, beautiful perfectionist.
Legion of Black Dragons and the Emperor is to follow. Craig Bass says, Michael Curtis, think that's everyone's idea, just praying that everyone manages to get the Beornings because they look great. They do look great. They do look very, very good. Haskell says, really love the Forge World Dragon Emperor as a model. Black Dragon Warrior's cool too. I think them Black Dragons are stunning. And I've seen some...
I remember you saying that when you did them.
I've seen some pictures come up. People have started posting up where they painted them already. And they just look spectacular to me.
Well, a lot of people are saying what you said. You said it first, Steve. I saw you on the internet saying it. And you were just saying how good they were. And I've seen lots of people since saying these are absolutely amazing.
Really good. Really,
Which
really
is
good.
Cool.
So much so, says Michael Haskell, that he started an Easterling army.
He started an Easterling army?
I never had you as a follower, Michael. Never had you as a follower. Max Miller says, just the book for me, but picked up Dane and Thorin when they came out, and an Iron Hills army. Very nice. Can't turn your nose up at an Iron Hills army. Larry Miller says, so what you're saying is, he asked you for 1 Rohan house, you gave him 3. Twice, and some walls. Midget Moose says, I started a Moria project a couple of months ago and converting the OOP stuff. So I got the complementary rotation stuff that was more difficult to convert than mashing green stuff on a black shield for a cape. I had to think what BS meant then, my friend. I was thinking, why is he getting angry at this? Why is he angry?
Your conversion, dude. Chill out.
Damn this cape. Harry says, I'm painting my Dragon Emperor this evening. Lovely model, but it was horrendous to assemble the palanquin. Clearing the flash in the trellis was horrendous. I've seen this, Harry, from yourself and from a few other people. And have I got it to hand? And I'll tell you what you need to get. Not that it matters now because you've done it. I've not got it to hand.
This is going to be the contact details of someone to assemble your palanquin for you.
Get an old toothbrush and brush it Done.
Big brain thinking.
Done, mate.
Could
That's
it really
all I
be so
did.
simple?
That's all I did. Toothbrush. Done. Came off. No problemo. Dead easy. Dead
No
easy.
cavities either.
Dead easy.
Oh, but you'd want cavities in it, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you want cavities.
Oh,
Yeah.
conflict.
Conflicted. Old School Chris says definitely worth the free that Steve paid for it.
It's definitely worth it.
Definitely worth it. Definitely worth it for me. Larry says it's my favourite scene from The Hobbit and goes with one of my most used armies, so I kind of had to get one.
What was that?
Favourite scene?
You like throwing a lot, but what kind of had to get what?
And goes with, is it the Dol Guldur ruins?
Oh yeah, no, of course it is. Yeah, 'cause he's got the vanquishers. I think that's exactly what it is. Yeah, well done.
Okay.
It's that thing we were talking about for ages.
Yeah.
He's got a
He
fortress.
also says, I could see you only wanting one set if you just wanted to make a display board for the vanquishers or something.
That would have been handy to read out when we were trying to work out what he was talking about.
True that. Come quicker with that next time, Larry. Searching for the missing part doesn't seem worth tassel.
That?
Searching for that missing part doesn't seem worth tassel.
Tassel. It's good.
Tassel.
Who was that?
Max Malice, Loving Life.
Have a point, Matt.
Yeah.
Well done.
Larry Miller says, now we have unobscured view of Damien.
Really funny. Really.
Now we have an unobscured view of Damien using his door handle as a hanger, just like Steve loves. Yeah,
He loves that.
It's freaking me out.
It's nice.
It's freaking me out.
Perfect place to keep bags.
Just use green stuff, Damien, says Frederick. And Haskell says, even though the returning to range items were not made to order because they'd been trailed as such, I went all in on the Saturday and picked up a few items. Always like the Khazad Guard enough to get some more. They are very nice. And Larry says yes.
Just yes.
That's as cryptic as Larry gets. Horace Level 3 says, not caught a stream for a while. Work, life and learning 40k is taking lots of my time. Really hope to get over to Mank for an event or two this year. Have missed the banter from you two guys. Cheers, man. It's good to have you back. Horace, remind us who you are, though.
He's the naughty bloke from that big war, isn't he?
No.
Don't trust him.
Horace Level 3. Streamed a 40k battle report on Top Table Gaming on Thursday. The new big K.
You did?
I was cameraman.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, I was cameraman.
I hadn't watched it. I clicked on and just saw Sam. And
I couldn't speak. That's why I got Sam in, because I just said I didn't want to cancel it. We'd already cancelled it once, and I said, look, I'm well enough to come down. Like, I feel like I'm over the worst of it, but I'm still really throaty and I don't really feel like talking. So I'll just come and make sure everything works and do it. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, it's good.
It's new Chaos Knights, right?
New Chaos Knights, lovely models, beautiful. Josh Crosby says discount on the host of the Dragon Emperor was a bit of a letdown. Forge World Black Dragon Warriors are great in that they can all be swords or spears. Shields separate, and there's a banner too. Love these sorts of sets. Totally agree. It's a great kit. I'm going to get some more. I've not let myself. I nearly ordered another 2 boxes of Black Dragons, but
you need to paint your existing Easterlings before you order any more.
Yes, exactly this, which is why I stopped myself, Damien.
I forbid it.
There was restraint. I just thought if I order more, when they come, I'll build them, and then I'll just keep looking at this pile of Easterlings that need painting and just never get to them. Whereas if I paint them, I think, well, it's only another 6, and then I'll paint them and I get another 6, and it's only another 6.
Logic.
Larry says, picked up the book and dice myself, as well as a load of Easterlings, despite not having finished the 6 Easterlings I started in lockdown.
Like
Jill
Easter
says,
Longs.
Easter Longs, yeah. Jill says, my mum called right as the stream started, so I'll need to rewatch the first hour tomorrow.
Get off the phone.
Does she not know what time it is?
It's like her mum's not watching.
Yeah, terrible. That's a subscription there. Get a sub.
Get her on.
Old School Chris says, that's the dream, having 5 friends.
What's that?
That's the
Who was that?
Old School Chris.
You got 2 here, mate.
Yeah, man. Bubble God says
more Dol Guldur ruins.
Bubble God says, came for the new supplement review, stayed for the cozy friendship simulator. Thanks, man.
Simulator's a bit dark, isn't it? We don't see your friends on the internet every fortnight or longer.
Larry says Groblog and Derbs. That was the answer. Not something I bought. Not
Yep.
bought any of the returning stuff. Want some Black Shield, but would have preferred resin. Julian Hammond says, just bought the book and die so far. Tempted with the Easterling mounted heroes, but they are out of stock, so saving my money for now. I'd love to see you paint an Easterling army, my friend. Midget Moose. My one, yeah. Midget Moose says, looking forward to Groblog perching in line of sight for everyone waving at archers. Jolsman says, just the book, dice, Easterling mounted command, and Ratabi and Broger for me. I like the way you say just. He started as with just. Slowly building up an Easterling army to start later in the year.
Given how much they released, though, that is quite a just, isn't it? There's not
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
so much. You know?
Larry says, I really wanted to get Easterlings before they were cool, but I was too procrastinating. Zopsop says, what in God's name is on Steve's face? Is this... Yeah,
Zopsop's in. Lucky. He's in.
I'm not showing my face.
He's probably still in UK time.
I've been poorly, Lucky. I've been poorly, so this is like me just staying in bed for days and eating soup.
Can you believe he came to the UK and he didn't come and see us?
Yes. I mean, I've written a harsh email about that.
Dear Zorpazorp, WTF, kind regards, disgruntled from Altrincham.
WT actual F.
OM goodness.
Harry says, your old toothbrush must be made of rocks. I tried a brush and it barely took anything off. Mate, it's the wrong toothbrush. Have you got them soft gum ones? Like they're still the kiddie ones. It's his tree beard costume, says Julian. It's his tree beard costume.
I've got a tree beard costume. What's he talking about? What's my tree? I don't know what. Must be talking about my tree beard costume, I reckon. But I don't know what the link is.
A fortress, says Larry. So I think he bought a fortress, not just one.
Yeah.
Maybe a smoker's toothbrush would be better. Do smokers have different toothbrushes to normal?
A smoker's toothbrush?
I've
never smoked.
Never smoked.
Or brushed my teeth, so I don't know what
that. That was an answer to you asking if I meant Raz, says Larry.
I don't even know what the answer to the answer was.
Would a new toothbrush work, says Larry? No, a new one won't work, mate. It's got to be an old one. Dublé says, right, I'm off. Got to work in about 9 hours, so we'll schedule myself a meeting to catch up tomorrow. Take care, man. I have bought one. I have one I bought to use for cleaning models. A toothbrush. Yeah, me too. I think I picked up like a packet that had about 8 toothbrushes in from like a pound shop years ago, and I've still just only used one. There's 8 fresh toothbrushes.
Yeah, I've got like 3 or 4 toothbrushes I use normally for
cleaning teeth.
Well, soapy washy remover, you know.
All right, let's get rid of that. I'm on Pepsi, mate.
Pepsi.
Green Tree's in. How you doing, Mark? He says, hello all. I feel ashamed to say I've not been here from the start and can't be here for long. School night and all. Feels weird missing a stream. Don't worry, man.
Shocking.
Zopazop says, oi, I tried tying it up, but you live so far away. Oh, yeah, blame us. Says the man in Australia.
If we're in England, no one lives far away from anyone when you come from Australia.
Yeah.
The furthest point from Land's End to John O'Groats is closer than the nearest town to you in Australia.
It's probably as close as your corner shop. Like. Larry says, I'm using contrast on mine, Michael, but it didn't help. And Harry says, I'm with you, Lockie, mate. Betrayal from Zorp. I'm with you on Lockie hate. Betrayal from Zorp. Lockie's come in for the first time ever and he's just getting absolute shit on.
He went to play with his new heresy friends.
Oh, here we go, says Zorp. Yeah. Heresy friends. Julian says, smoker's toothbrush is stiffer.
Smoker's toothbrush.
That's a myth. Tom W says, evening gents, sadly can't stick around and hobby tonight. Very much looking forward to catching up tomorrow. Thanks for popping anyway, Tom. Holzman says, I said just because I was quite restrained for me, if I'd bought what I wanted, it would have cost a fortune. And Zorp says, fear not, I'm coming back later this year.
Very cool.
Well, I reckon you should take this opportunity, Mr. Zorp, to say it live and public now,
To
and we will
pledge
try and.
himself to us.
I think he should. I think he should
Well,
come.
we wouldn't be here without him.
Mm.
You know, without Zorp.
We'll try and get Damien up from the south, come north of the wall. We can get together in the studio and do some stuff. That'd be cool.
Yeah, if we, without Zorp's idea to Nick, we wouldn't have this stream.
Yeah.
He's like the.
It's the reason I'm growing a beard.
Yeah, if he's over it, get on, mate.
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Do it, mate.
Forget that heresy joke.
Yeah. Rubbish. Ugh.
Rubbish. Lockie and Harry are kicking off.
What?
Mr. Garlick's in. Evening all, welcome. The yes, says Larry. You skipped that, so I repeated it. You skipped that, so I repeated it. What am I?
I don't know. He's just repeating his comment.
Yes.
Move on.
Yeah.
Fine.
Mark, I feel if I was going to Google a Smoker's Toothbrush, it would come up with some messed up vids. Probably.
Safe for work.
All right, love. You give me a Smoker's Toothbrush.
I don't do that.
Jill says, "Excuse me, we don't do table flipping here. It spills the tea." Correct. I am caught up on the chat.
Shan't believe it.
So,
how are you, Steve? How have you been? What have you been doing?
I've been garbage, mate.
Right.
I've been absolutely garbage, honestly. Like, we streamed, I want to say, when we streamed last time, I'm sure it was the day after I started to get a bit of a niggle, bit of a toothache. And then it just got worse and worse and worse. And I'm not lying, I've had some injuries in my time. I've been through some stuff in my life. But the pain that I had for like almost 36 hours straight because of my wisdom tooth is pain like I've never experienced. I did not sleep for 2 nights. I couldn't have a conversation. I couldn't concentrate on what the other person was saying. The pain was so intense. Oh, it was a killer. So I had that. I got some really strong antibiotics, which I took that course, and it helped. It got rid of the pain, obviously, but because of the state of the way dentists are in this country at the moment since COVID, you can't flipping get an appointment anywhere. I've got to have my wisdom tooth removed, but I'm not getting it removed till Tuesday because obviously they couldn't do it anyway whilst it was infected. So I had that. I was really bad with that, and I think because of the strong antibiotics, I think my immune system was low, and I went out for a few drinks with friends on last Saturday, I want to say it was, thinking I was just recovering. I woke up the next day thinking I had the worst hangover ever, and it turns out I didn't have the worst hangover ever. I'd caught this dose, which I'm still getting over now, which apparently is rife in the north of England. And I was just really ill and just felt terrible, like flu-like. I thought it was COVID at one stage. I was convinced I had COVID. Took 2 tests, negative. And I just felt like junk, basically. Just felt terrible. Had to cancel. It's my mum's 80th birthday on Tuesday. And we were supposed to, as a family, all be getting together today and having a barbecue outside and just sort of getting all the family together to celebrate. Would have been the first time in years, that the whole family had been together. And I had to cancel it because I'm still not 100%. And now my brother's caught this dose that I've got, and he was really ill. So it just seemed pointless getting everyone together and risking my mum getting it. So it sucks a bit, really. So I've had a bit of a crappy few weeks, to be honest. What about yourself? On that note.
I've been pretty great. I mean, at least you're here tonight.
Yeah. Anyway, I seen Top Gun this afternoon, so that was nice.
In many ways, this is a family, isn't it? So.
Yeah.
Does your mum watch?
No, it's not. It's probably a bingo.
Say like happy birthday.
Loves a bit of bingo.
Do you want me to sing your mum happy birthday?
No, definitely not. You did hear me say she's 80, mate.
Yeah, that'll be the end of it. I'll cheer things up. I've been alright. I'll cheer things up at the end. Like as I said, I was in a proper hobby funk. I was miserable for a good couple of weeks. I just couldn't do anything. Work has been, it's just a wretched time of year for me with the end of term, and it's been super busy. And then I've been it's really, really like tough days of like staring at a computer all bloody day.
Yeah.
That leaves you then like knackered and mentally drained in the evening. So then I wasn't painting, and then I was getting angry because I wasn't painting. I wasn't doing anything. So like work was pissing me off during the day, and then work was pissing me off in the night. You know, it was just horrible. I'm not sure I think what I did, but I did some fun things. So I can't remember what weekend it was, but last time we streamed or whatever, but I think the weekend after we streamed, so a week after we streamed, we went on stag do, which is great.
Yeah.
You know, Chris, who texts in, I don't know if he's watching tonight, I haven't heard from him, but Chris, who often texts in, it was his stag do. He's getting married in a few weeks, and I'm the best man.
Congratulations to Chris.
Yeah, indeed. Commiserations to his missus. And we went off for the weekend to Southampton. So that was awesome because a bunch of my mates who I just don't see anymore because we're all, you know, got married and kids and stuff.
Yeah.
We were able to get together and just have fun, really. And we went out. Yeah, we went out. It was good. Dancing, clubbing, mate. Still got it. And we did a load of really fun kind of activities.
Still got it, never lost it.
No, never lost it, mate. Never goes away. Never goes away. Everyone remembers how to do the Macarena. And we did a load of football-based activities on Saturday. We were doing like bubble football, which was good fun, and football darts and goggle football. You wear goggles and you can't see, so you just like you got 4 feet and 2 balls. It's just hilarious. That's
careful.
That's the correct number of balls to have. What I mean is that you have 4 feet and there's 2 footballs.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. You don't really know what you look like, but they were videoing it. So when you watch it back, it's just a bunch of men kind of staggering about, being awful. It was really, really good fun. So we did that. So that was a really good fun weekend, but not, you know, obviously not great for the hobby.
Mm-hmm.
And then something changed in the last week, and I was just able to find a bit more time in the evenings, and I was doing some more painting on that Battle Company thing. So I've been doing some painting this week, and I've been making some quite good progress on my models, which I wasn't enjoying before. So that's meant that I've started to enjoy things again, which has been nice.
Yeah, that's good.
And then this weekend, obviously I was very, very excited about Friday night. We were looking forward to the stream and we couldn't do that, so that was a bit disappointing. Nothing to be done for it though. And then yesterday I went to see the Fellowship of the Ring at the Albert Hall with a live orchestra.
Very cool.
Formed by the London Philharmonic.
Very cool.
And it was amazing. And pretty much everyone went.
Yeah.
So it's quite cool seeing the amount of nerds who went to it. I met up with, I don't think I actually saw a picture. Michael Haskell was there and Scott Johnson was there at the same screening as me. I didn't see them. Harry was at a different screening. And Pavel Wick was there.
I've seen the picture that he posted of your picture that you posted. And he was in the crowd in the background from your.
It was amazing. I didn't know he was there at all, and I took that selfie that I showed you, and he's in the selfie in the background. Crazy. And I think he found out that I was there by seeing himself in a picture on Facebook. I think, and he came up and he went, "I just saw me on Facebook in your picture." So I saw him, which is cool. And there was just loads of us, but also loads of the guys who aren't necessarily our patrons, but. Like Ryan Hinch and Lewis and Sam Jeffrey all came down. I saw Phil and his missus, and actually my mate Chris went to that. So that was awesome, and it was just amazing.
It looked good. It looked really good. I was jealous.
I'd seen the Two Towers and Return of the King there. Like it's 10 years ago. It's about 10 years since they did it, but I'd missed Fellowship. Yeah, so it was really great to complete the set, and it was just so good. It's still it's really weird. I've thought this every time I've been. Where you don't know where to look because you kind of want to watch the film, but then you want to watch the orchestra.
Yeah,
and they're so good. They're obviously complete professionals, but you forget it's live at certain points. You're just watching it, listening, and just assume that the music's live because it's not like they do different versions of it or something. The whole point is it's exactly the same. It's just all the singers live. They got full choirs. So in Moria, you had a full male choir doing the but just absolutely amazing.
It looks really cool.
Great to kind of sit and watch it on the big screen. Everyone was saying because you can't necessarily they put subtitles on because maybe the music will be louder than the dialogue, and everyone was saying that they heard bits, they saw bits that they'd never heard in 20 years. They'd never realised lines and stuff. So the one for me was when he puts the ring on. I think it's when he puts the ring on in the Prancing Pony, and he sees the eye. Like Sauron says to you, there is no life in the void, only death. And I've never heard that before. I thought it was going whatever, but you know, you get bits like that. And when they're rowing, you know, in the Council of Elrond, when Frodo starts going, shut up, and they're all rowing away, you hear what they're saying. So you hear, and it's like Gandalf says something like, "Well, you all bicker, Sauron's victory draws near," and all this sort of stuff. So that was quite good fun. Yeah, it was just awesome. It was fun hanging out with a bunch of nerds and doing that sort of thing, and seeing the movie. It was wicked. And then I was back at my parents'. We stayed last night and came home today and had a bonus Sunday stream.
Very nice, very nice.
What's not to like?
It was, I think, like Friday, when we had to cancel Friday stream, I was gutted because I'd had such a grim couple of weeks. Like, I was really looking forward to the stream. Like, really looking forward to it. More so than normal because there's been such a big break between this one and the last one. So yeah, when we had to cancel it was just like, it was a bit gutting really. I was trying to put a brave face on it, but I was gutted.
Yeah, I was miserable about it.
I was super excited about Friday stream snacks.
You're very excited about your food, right?
Very excited. I'd made because it wasn't necessarily that I made it for the stream because I was making them anyway, but I made them a day early so I would have some for the stream, and I made like I think it was 9 or 10 hour slow cooked pulled pork tacos, and that's what they were going to be my stream snack. And I couldn't have them. I had to eat them all yesterday.
I just had to eat them. I had to gorge myself, stuff them, but no one was watching. It's exactly the same, but
no one could see me enjoy them. But they went down very well. But yeah, so I feel like I've got a little bit more fire in my belly now, especially because when I wasn't, you know what it's like when you're not well. Like, I couldn't be bothered going on Facebook. I couldn't be bothered reading my emails. I just felt crap. I just wanted to sit in bed or sit on the couch. And
what I did on Friday, I wasted Friday night. I was always I was going to be doing this. I'm going to be cleaning up Dell models all night. And instead, rather than just doing that, I just lay on the sofa looking at my phone and watching videos of nonsense on my phone.
It's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible now because you know what Facebook's done? Facebook's now put like reels on. So once you start watching them reels, that is it. That is a couple of hours gone.
Because I think I told you, I don't think I would have told these guys at any point. I wouldn't have had the chance to, but I told you that Emma was out with the girls. It was like dream stream night. You could, you know, we've done it before when they've been out, and I could just let off party pop. Yeah. And so I had the whole myself. I could have done full, you know, karaoke nerd, patron Alexa karaoke. No rush about time, whatever. It was perfect stream conditions. Yeah. And then when that goes. And Emma was texting me. She was like, "Oh, sorry to hear that. Like, I hope you're able to still enjoy your night." I was like, "No,
it's terrible
and shit." So I've done nothing. I've wasted it. Crap. I'm miserable. I hate myself. I'm disgusted with myself. I'm like,
well, I look back. It's a similar thing like with being ill. Like I don't have time to be ill. Like, I mean, professional life aside. I'm looking at Easterlings that I've been on my desk for so long, and I've been ill for 3 weeks, so I've been off. I ended up taking about 2 weeks literally off work, but still did nothing because I just felt miserable and ill. Like, I could have got all them finished, but I just didn't feel up to it. I just felt really crap. So, but seeing all the new stuff popping up on the Facebook groups has really got me inspired. I've not even started on my Black Dragons or the Dragon Emperor yet. Because I need to finish the rest of the army first. So that's my motivation to be able to start painting them. So I'm going to finish what I've got, the old plastics and fine cast stuff, which is nearly done to be fair. And then I'm going to start on those. So I'm hoping to get them done. Reese has, he's about 70% of the way through finishing my Dale army. So
he's not done much on my Dale army at all. Barely built, mate. Barely built.
But once he's finished that, and I've got the Easterling stuff, I'm looking forward to getting a lot of the sort of Easterling versus Dale, Iron Hills vibe stuff. Because a lot of the Orky stuff I've already got. I just need to paint these two guys. collecting to get them painted up. I've got loads of goblins. I've got loads of orcs, wargs, and everything. So yeah, I can get loads of the narrative stuff done out of this super cool book. I mean, we did actually say it in the review a few weeks ago on Top Table. Our overall thoughts after reading the book, but generally for anyone who wasn't there, Damien, happy with the book?
Yes, and obviously since then I've got it.
Yeah.
And I must admit, could have read it on Friday. I haven't made it all the way through, but I have. Where am I? I'm that way. I'm there.
Yeah.
So did I finish the scenarios? I feel like I'm near the end. I'm on Trapped on Both Sides, which is the penultimate. Oh no, penultimate scenario. So I've nearly, and that's on my. I always genuinely try and read these things like cover to cover to get your money's worth out of them.
Yeah.
That's me not jumping about, just starting at the front and reading through it. And I'm really enjoying it. We did go through those scenarios, but when you take your time over it a bit more, and I had the book in hand, you can take things in more.
We tried to, even though it was a very in-depth book we're doing, I think the video was about 2.5 hours, if I'm not mistaken. At the same time as being as in-depth as possible to sort of hype it up, we do try and leave bits out and not read it word for word. Like we'll, just leave some stuff as a surprise for people. So I was quite surprised how long that stream was.
Yeah, the kind of nice thing for me, and this is just the sort of thing I'm interested in, is that there's so little written about that period that they have made it up. So I really liked reading the left-hand page of the scenarios, like the fluff. Just to, it's not canon, but it's GW's take on that
setting the scene
campaign.
Yeah.
And it was just they have embellished it. They have completely they've created a story for what happened after they crossed the river. How does Dane die? How does Bran die? How do they fall back? And those kind of scenarios. And I genuinely really enjoyed that. So it's been nice to read those things. I think there's some very cool scenarios in there that I'd like to play as. Will I or not? I don't know, because I don't really have like the Easterling Army. But
one day, son.
Yeah, exactly.
When Lockie comes,
he can bring them all over.
We'll be all over it. No, I really like it. I'm not same as you. You're not either. Like neither of us are what you'd call competitive players at all. But I think that there's a bit of something in it for everything. Some of the legendary legions look like really tasty, I think. But fun as well.
Yeah.
The what I now call sniper goblins is definitely something that I want to try just for the fun of it.
I believe that was the one that I said, the Assault on Lost Lauren Legion. That was the one that I said that not necessarily it is the best, but that that tickled my competitive instincts. That I would like to look at that. I'd like to play with that, and I think you could do some very cool stuff with it. Because
it screws over a lot of other armies without you having to even roll a dice or.
What I like is it just. I mean, it's got a bunch of rules, but it just screws over shooting armies, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't screw over most armies. It screws over armies that depend on shooting. So that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to suddenly win events, or whatever. But it just gives it a nice advantage against.
I think it's one of the lists, and I say this on. I think I've said it probably on the last few book releases. It's one of those lists that, like you say, is not necessarily going to start winning events, but it could screw someone's chances up of winning an event who's out to win it.
Yeah. Shall we just say while we're chatting about this now, because we haven't paused it again, tell us your thoughts on the book. Turn that into the comments. Let us know.
Let us know what you think.
The book. You've all been reading through the book and all that. So your overall kind of feelings about the book while we're chatting. Yeah.
Reese Taylor's ears must have been burning. I've just seen him pop up in the chat.
We did ours. Like 3 weeks ago? I presume, or was it 2 weeks ago? I can't remember. We did our last battle stream 2 weeks.
It was the Sunday of pre-order, so and everyone's got it now.
I think it might have been 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks.
So we actually did that stream.
Yeah. I'm going to jump back in the chat whilst we're doing that, so I can get rid of all the chat between then and us just saying to people from now on, post what you think about the book. Scott Newman says, "Way never thought a little village like John O'Groats would get a shout out on battle streams." Well, there you go, mate.
Now you've arrived, mate. Now
all about the people. Dan Maskell says, "Evening, guys. Just back from the 7th City mixed doubles. Managed to bag the most sporting. Good man, good man."
That was a very cool event. You know what it meant? That you could mix good and evil armies.
Yeah.
Very cool. Shout out to classic 7th City.
Larry says,
good idea. Did you enjoy it?
What are you asking me, or are you asking Dan?
And Dan, you weren't there.
Oh yeah, I wasn't there. I was going to say I wasn't there, mate.
Wasn't there?
Yeah, I wasn't there.
Couldn't say.
I was watching Top Gun. I was watching Top Gun, wasn't I? Larry says, it was my answer to Damien asking if I meant Raz.
Fine.
Hey, congrats, Dan, says Tim. That must have been some doom with your army list. Vomit emoji.
He's a nice man, with that. That's good.
Larry says, could you not just tie some string to it and the door handle? I thought that's how it worked up north. Oh, for the tooth.
I was looking at this.
Yeah, I knew you. I was thinking, what's it about? Steve Ginley says, work tomorrow, so I'm off to bed. Thanks, guys. Take care. Have fun, Steve. Hope tomorrow's not too tough on you, pal. Barbecues don't work inside, says Mark Greentree. Yeah, no, we wasn't going to have it inside, Mark, you crazy person. Horace says, missed my comment a little earlier, but I painted that alt colour Legolas you liked a while back. Red and black tunic with a yellow cloth on the arms. We'll stick a pic in the whip.
Very cool.
Lockie says, it's so beep good. Aye, they did Fellowship here in like 2014 or something. It was so good. How does it work, says Larry? Do they have a musicless cut of the film?
Yeah. We were actually talking about that, like, what is it? But as far as we could tell, it's a complete mix of the film, but without the music.
Without
so every now and again, there was a bit of weird stuff. For some reason, like the cave troll was really quiet. You still got all the sound effects and all the Foley and everything was on there, but every now and again, there'd be a bit that was weird. And for some reason, the cave troll's roars almost muted, which is a bit weird. But yeah, they've obviously got a special.
Lockie says, yeah, Larry, the full sound mix of the film is exported with the music layer muted, so you get that and the dialogue and Foley and everything. Maybe the large screens from the cave troll are part of on the music layer to make them sound better with the Dolby or something like that.
That makes sense.
With the Dolby, like I'm talking about, with the Dolby.
Yeah, you got to be with the Dolby. It must be. They must have thought, with the Dolby, we'll put the voice.
Better the Dolby, mate. Better the Dolby.
Track because the Dolby. You knew it. Why?
Better the old Dolby.
The Dolby. That's why you
do.
The sound effects on it as well. No, just the cave troll, mate. For the Dolby. Dolby.
For the surround sound, mate. The surround sound.
The Dolby.
That'll be interesting to watch on its own, says Laurie. Very excited about the new Bears, says James Edwin Crawford. Aren't we all?
Should we talk about new Bears? That was news.
I'll get through some of these, so we've not got loads to catch up on.
Get to the point where they start talking about the book, and then we'll talk about the bear.
Yeah. Just dropping in. First stream I've ever missed since the first episode. I tuned in. Halday in brackets. I'm looking forward to catching up, says Sean Clark. Welcome, Sean. You have been missed, my friend. Ryan Cuthbert says, even though I managed to pop on for a bit, not on theme tonight, but painting up Berserkers for and MCP Drax. Very nice. Joe Osman says, the word you're looking for is per penultimate.
Oh, per penultimate. I'm on the per penultimate now.
Jill says, really enjoyed seeing everyone getting their new toys and the excitement over the book. It's my birthday this month. I'm hoping to get War in Rohan. Got a bit of catching up to do. I've got some Warriors and Riders of Rohan for you, Jill.
It's her birthday.
This month. Yes, keep us posted. Keep us posted, Jill.
Next stream.
How do, guys? I'm a bit late, says Reese.
You are. Bloody are.
Yeah, you're very late, very late. Frederick says, don't have the book, but from what I know, it's one of the best for this edition. Big fan of the orcs, plus evil creature stuff. Prefer Mordor to Moria, Stroke, Gundabad, etc. But like the critters, the legions are great, says Frederick. Dwelling says, I think...
They're talking about the new book. They're talking about the new book, Steve.
Let's have a look. I think I've one issue with... Yeah, they're talking about the new book. Yeah, all right, I'll stop there. Go, you go. What were you saying?
We have so much exciting stuff to talk about last time. We've got all these new releases. We didn't dream of the exciting thing. Friday, nothing exciting to talk about. Saturday, 5 p.m. Sunday, 5 p.m. Nothing exciting to talk about. My God, Stephen. What happened at 6 o'clock tonight?
Tonight?
Yeah.
I was watching Top Gun, I don't know. You got to warn me when you're going to drop stuff like this on me.
We've talked about it a bunch of times. We talked about it about a minute ago.
6 o'clock this evening. What happened?
Yeah, what happened tonight at 6? What happens on a Sunday at 6 p.m. that might be related to something we said we were going to talk about now?
Warhammer Community article. See, I didn't know anything about it. I've not read it. I better get it up then. So I know what you're talking about.
It is. Or do you not know what it is? Have you done it?
No, I don't know what it is. You're having a pop at me.
Are you serious?
I'm being serious. I'm
It's the
assuming.
Bears, you
it's the
drunk
Bears. Right.
Bears.
Okay. You're
Bears.
Right. God.
There is on the article 400,000 feet of heresy stuff.
Yeah.
And then at the end it goes, and bears.
Yeah. Whippy sticks.
The whole lot, all the Primarchs, all the Space Marines, all the
Tanks.
dice and bears.
Tanks.
Tanks, dice,
Spiky
Space
helmets. Oh, the dice are nice.
Marines. The dice are nice.
I like dice.
I don't think they're new, are they? I don't know. I don't know a lot about that. Like the way they kind of casually chuck that in, we've got 18 sets of dice. I kind of assumed that they'd been about before. Don't know.
She is a fine woman, that Bjorning, isn't she?
She a bit of you.
Bit of me.
She a bit of you.
Yeah.
So yes, tonight the Beornings and Grim Beorn have gone on pre-order. Remember, you're not talking about them yet. You're not allowed. You've got to be talking about your overall thoughts on the book.
Yeah, I'm not talking about them.
Not you. You drunk. The people.
Oh.
You're allowed to talk about them.
Am I?
Yeah.
So confusing.
I know it's not going well. So Beorn, they arrived quicker than I thought.
Yeah.
Now, we don't get a lot of releases. SBG. We've got 10 ton of stuff a few weeks ago.
It makes you think that maybe they try to catch up.
Yeah, indeed.
With stuff.
All right, possibly. Have you got them?
What?
Beorning?
Me?
Yeah.
Nah.
Can we hear them? Can we hear them? Is that the sound of bears?
No, it's not.
Are you not allowed to say whether or not you've got them?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course. Well, maybe in the future, we'll be seeing them. So, Steve, you haven't got them. Are you going to get them?
Yes.
How many are you going to pay for?
I don't. Do you know what? I don't know because I've not even thought about like a list, like how many I'd need. So, a few.
A few.
In my head, I'm thinking. How many points are they?
20.
15. 20 points.
20 each.
So 5 is 100, and then 200 the heroes. 5.
Go on, you can do it. One of the bears in a warband is 500 points.
Yeah, so I reckon I'm gonna need at least. Depends how many points what I'll go to. 6. So I reckon I'm gonna have to get another. I reckon I'm gonna have to.
Sorry, what was that? What was that word? Another?
I reckon I'm gonna have to get another. I reckon I'm gonna have to get 18.
18. Okay, fair. But they are. They look cool, right?
Yeah.
And I think I said this on the Top Table stream. I don't think I've ever seen a product release, an SBG product release that has gone so unanimously well. Both Grim Beorn and the Beorning seem to be almost universally positive. Like, just everyone seems to like them.
Yeah.
Which, I find surprising because people like different things.
And
like you see, I don't know, I thought, what amazing. I thought the new aim was great, and a lot of people think the aim is not great, and he's too short. It's not the right number of heads. But it's like people see exactly and have different opinions about it. But it seems with the Beornings, they've just been kind of universally popular, which is awesome.
Yeah, they're very cool.
Cool.
Are you getting some?
Yeah.
Absolutely. How many are you getting?
Well, I'm going to get another. Sorry, what? Oh, sorry. I'm going to get. I don't know. I'll get at least 3 packs, I think, because they're Heroes of Valor, so that's 15. We're on it 15. So maybe I've got some big plans. I don't know.
Well, what? 3 packs is
9.
9.
But you also get this. I'll be curious to see. I just wish someone had the model so they could show me. Quite what variation you can get. The heads are different. and the arms are different. So how different do they? You give them all axes, and then you give them all bows. That's fine, but then you can do that twice, presumably, because you can swap. You can give the same body an axe and a bow with 2 different heads if you wanted to. Swap them over. Is that enough, or can you completely swap the arms? So do they become more interchangeable like that? Does the lady hold things back because there's only you can't mix the 3 parts together, presumably, because the lady heads and the lady body or something. I don't know. But there's got to be a fair bit of variation.
I mean, to be fair, just looking at the Warhammer community, all the legs are the same. Not the same. But if you can't see the top half, you can't tell which is male, which is female.
Do you think the legs are going to be separate to the bodies?
No.
Oh, I was going to get excited then. But yeah, I don't know. I'll get a bunch. I think they're awesome. But I said this, I think, on one of the streams. I reckon they're going to sell out because they're universally positive, and I think everyone's going to be buying them next week.
Yeah.
So I think if you want those, got to get them quick. But they're very, very cool, and I love that they're in the game. And I think they're awesome. I think they're going to be lots of fun.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what they come up with.
So what was when did the last supplement? When did that come out? Dumbledore.
Well, the Necromancer one.
Yeah, Necromancer one.
November.
Last year. November. Okay.
Why?
I was just trying to work out what we're on. Are we on 2 a year? Is it working that way?
Well, about that. I think COVID buggered things up, but it's been about 6 months since the last supplement.
Yeah.
It's that weird thing that people have been saying. I'm not entirely unsympathetic to it, but people have been saying we've been waiting for this supplement a year. We haven't been waiting for this supplement a year. They released some of the models for it early, but we had a supplement in November. But clearly the books are behind the models. Clearly, because of COVID. So I don't know. I get maybe we've been excited about this supplement for a year and know it was coming, but the release cycle is that we got a whole new supplement in November.
There was also I watched a funny video this week.
Is that one with the bear stuck up the tree? No, falls on the trampoline.
But as well as COVID and everything being behind because of COVIDness, which is fully acceptable, I think people forget that Warhammer World had that sewer leak as well, and had to literally skip pallets and pallets and pallets and pallets and pallets and pallets of stock.
Oh, did they? No.
Yeah. There was a video gone up this week where some cheeky monkey had a drone and could see all the pallets in the sort of the area at the back where you can't get to, and they were trying to zoom in, to see what it was. Obviously, it was the 40k video, so they're only interested in the 40k stuff. But there was pallets and pallets.
That is amazing.
It's crazy.
Was it like princesses' tits and nerd toys? That's what we want our drones to see. Is that what they're after? Is Kate sunbathing? Nah. All right. Warhammer World. Get it around Warhammer World. See what rhinos out the back.
But there was just there was just like pallets as far as I could see of stock. Like, so you could imagine.
But how do you know it was gone? Like, how do you know it was being chucked or whatever?
Because it had like all big tape over it, like, and it said something on it like
for the bin.
Yeah, it's something along them lines. It was basically all like big crosses through it. Big cross through it. Well, it was contaminated by sewage, so they couldn't. As soon as that touches anything, like the pallet, they have to get rid of it. So, yeah. So for all we know, that could. It's. I can't believe you've not seen that video.
I just wonder now if anyone's ever done a poo on the corner of a massive pallet. We're gonna have to chuck it. Oh, nightmare. Anyway, I'll get rid of this down in the reservoir.
Yeah. I'll take it.
I got this for
you. But yeah, there's a very good chance that pallets of books of Defence of the North could have got caught up in that malarkey.
Yeah, maybe. I'll have to watch. That sounds quite exciting. I'll have to watch that.
Yeah, it was. I can't remember which channel it was. I'll try and dig it out and send you the link.
Drones.
But I was mesmerised by it. I was mesmerised by the fact that someone went to the extent of flying a drone. It was someone who was really argumentative. So at first they walked into Warhammer World through the main entrance with a camera. being dead provocative and wanted security to say you can't film in here, mate, and him going, oh well, I can film wherever I want, and then he went outside and went, well, I'm going to get my drone out then. He got them clicks, didn't he? He got them clicks. He got them clicks. I watched it. He got them clicks.
The length some people will go to for whatever it is.
Never allowed in Warhammer World again, but he got them clicks.
That is wonderful. Yeah, well, I'll give it a watch. That sounds hilarious. I'd love to see what's out the back of Warhammer World.
There's loads of pallets and trucks.
Sewerage, as it does. Yeah, so I get it. The models have been coming out, but I think it's a good thing that models have been coming out gradually, and everyone got kind of excited about each model as it came out. Whereas I don't think it's a bad thing, but genuinely, like, I think how excited everyone is this week about the Bay awnings. I just think like a couple of weeks ago they released too much in the same week. You know, it's like everything came out. I just think, I don't know, do the re-releases one week and the Easterlings the next week and the Dale the next week or something. Just give
that's what I was hinting at before about it's as if they're trying to catch up. So it makes you think, is something in the schedule that they don't really want to move back again?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
So they're trying to get ahead of themselves, so to speak, because it's like you say, there was a lot in a small. We're not complaining, by the way.
No,
by any stretch, we're not complaining. I think it's been great. I think the buzz around the community, and because as Middle Earth players and in this community, we don't get that. Like 40k get new releases every time someone goes and puts a kettle on. We don't. So it's been really nice. I wouldn't want it to be like that all the time because you can't keep up.
That's kind of my point. That I don't. What I was saying was I don't mind those models coming out a year before the book, because they came with their rules, and you got to spend a month being excited about Dane and Thorin. Yeah, you know, so that just doesn't bother me at all. Like, and you know, the stuff will be on out. But then I'm just very casual about the whole thing. It just doesn't, you know, it's a hobby that's meant to bring me joy. I just very rarely get angry about anything to do with this. You know? I just don't see the point. But yeah, so you know, Bay awnings, super cool. I think they'll be very, very popular. I'm very excited. I'm going to get a bunch of them, and I can't kind of wait to get stuck into those. Green Bay ones, right?
Yes, yeah.
Green Bay was a beautiful, beautiful model.
Yeah, I think everything they're releasing. Like, I said this in the last stream, I think, or I said it on the book review, and we've mentioned it at the beginning of this stream. For me, the Black Dragon models, considering I wanted them anyway, I think Easterlings are okay, but their models, I just think look superb, and they're not like, you know, they're not like the awnings what no one's seen and is excited about. It's just
they're just like fancy Easterlings, aren't they?
They're just fancy Easterlings, but I look at them and I just think they're amazing. They're beautiful, beautiful models, and if that's a sign of the things to come from the stuff that now GW have to start kind of plucking out of their own minds and imaginations, then bring it on. I can't wait to see more of it. It's going to be awesome. Another thing that would be nice for us to touch on quickly. We are closer and closer. It's kind of come from nowhere. Do you remember when it was a year and we were thinking, can't believe we've got to wait a year for the TV series?
Oh, yeah.
And now, was it like 100 days?
It's less, it must be less than 100 days. Yeah, perhaps 98.
Yeah, we're in the 90 days away. Like, September does not feel
that
far off. It's gone so quick. So quick.
I mean, that's a whole stream, isn't it? Just chuck that one in there. But yeah, it's cool. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it.
I can't wait. I really can't wait. And who knows what that's going to bring, right?
Hatred and vitriol and fury, I think, is what it's going to bring. Can I, before, I presume you're going to jump in the chat now and find out what they thought about the book. I've got a fun bit of community engagement for you.
Okay.
My nights are basically done.
Does it involve, is it worth it?
No, we know it's worth it. We know it's worth it. Here's the question. You decide, guys. Shall I assemble the Dale Command, which will be the banner specifically to begin with, or shall I do Brandon Bard? What am I doing next? You pick. Choose your own event.
I know what I'd go for.
All right, well, you can vote if you want. Put a vote in.
Vote. Shall I vote now?
Yeah.
Dale Command all day.
You've got to put it in the comments.
Okay, God. Where are we? I've got to put it in this comments.
Yeah. Otherwise, we won't know what you said. Got to put it in the comments.
There you go, done it.
Thanks, man.
It's in the comments.
Thanks for, thank you. And then also we'll know when to stop.
This is true.
What did they think about the book?
Let's get. I'll jump in, mate. I'll jump in. Dwalin says, I think the one issue with it, even if overall it's fantastic, I generally thought Dane's army would be a combination of Iron Hills and the old Erebor troops, Grimhammers and Warriors.
I heard a few people, not since it came out, but like in advance, saying that they thought they'd be going to do it. But I wasn't expecting that because they're all dead. Like, I wasn't particularly expecting that. I assumed it'd be Iron Hills, but I mean it's a fair point. I guess why not? But so I understand that all those dwarves are dead. So the only dwarves who are in the mountain are the ones who come from the Iron Hills. But yeah, I guess I can see why people might be disappointed with that.
Yeah.
No reason you can't do it in your open play games.
Yeah. Larry says they should do a showing where all the lines are replaced by the cast doing a live script read. Not actually got the book yet. Smiley face.
That would be good.
Harry says, happy with the book. Some of the scenario fluff is really nice. The legions are cool, and I can't see any that will ruin anyone's time, which is cool. Sad there weren't any extra surprises from teasers, though.
Not sure what it means.
Joel Holzman says, per penultimate, it's per penultimate. Pre-penultimate. For God's sake. Pre-penultimate. There you go.
Oh, what, you read it wrong?
I read per and it's pre.
Jiminy Cricket, Steve.
Larry says, ordered it from a friend's store, but said I'm not in the hugest rush for it. I'm patient. I can wait. Just get 4 more friends and you can get the fortress, mate, cheap.
Knowing Larry, he probably just said that to get the quote in as well. I'd actually really like it really quick, but there isn't a Lord of the Rings quote for that, so I'll just go with the Founder one.
Tommy Murphy says, would have loved some new Moria Goblin infantry with the new release. Them Fellowship lads are getting a bit long in the tooth.
Oh, and what models?
Yeah.
I've completely fallen in love with the Moria Goblins again because of this stream. Like, having painted up another 20 over the last couple of years, I think they're wonderful, and I've kind of gone, man, these are great. Classic models are good.
Darren Warner says, after bed, guys. Early start tomorrow. Great stream, guys. Looking forward to future streams. Thank you.
Yes,
take care, Darren.
We kept him.
He's now ours.
Wow, part of the ship, part of the crew. Good to have you in, mate. Thank you.
Hipster bear people.
Hit that subscribe button.
Hipster bear people, says Larry. Wow, 2 B-side moments already in the stream. Bin Gate 2.0 and Steve missing the bear news.
I think Bin Gate 2.0 was disappointing both in the speed I found the piece and the lack of tissues.
Yeah. The lack of bin.
Yeah, there was Bin Gate 2.0 and 0 bin. It's because I've learnt my lesson. Look, the bin. Oh God, I'm going to fall over.
Don't drop anything in it when you get it.
Bin's over here. I'm not going to show you what's inside it because
we don't want to see what's inside it.
Start a conversation.
It's not midnight yet.
I was away from pre-watershed, miles away from where you can drop the bits.
Larry confirms they are old dice, the heritage dice.
Closer to the bed as well.
Obviously. But I think they are now on GW instead of just Forge World. And Larry says maybe they are trying to catch up. But it's a shame that the Drakes are never getting released as they don't have a picture in the book. And things without a picture in the book never get released.
They don't get released. Satire.
Jill says, I'm loving the new bears. And Larry says, except the ones that have. I've not even thought about a list for the Legion that only has 2 heroes and 1 troop type. You know what I mean, Joe? I've not added up the points and stuff. James, we've mentioned this before. I have this weird thing in my head, so I'll have at least 2 warbands full of Beornings.
30 though, because the heroes about 30 Beornings.
Yeah, that's, I know.
Insane.
But if I ever wanted to bring the 2 bears and 2 full warbands, I'd need 30, right?
You would need 30.
And I know I never would. I know I never play that army, but I'll need it. James Edwin Crawford says, great book, models incredible, and paint themselves. I wish they bloody did. Expensive, but so worth it.
Do they paint themselves?
You've been doing this wrong, mate.
That's exactly what I need.
As soon as you open a blister, where's that paintbrush, mate?
Please for? Stupid. It's done. Self-painting models. It's the future.
I really want to be the guy who looks like Judah. I just really want the guy who looks like Judah from BoJack Horseman. I'm assuming he's referring to one of the Beornings.
I think it's the Beorning who looks like Judah Bergman.
The heads... Oh, no, they're not the same because the hair's swung on different sides, isn't it? I thought they were the same heads. Same faces. I wonder what is next, says James Edwin Crawford. God knows. Haskell says, really like the book. Great when there's a Legendary Legion mix of totally new ones, Beornings. Ones you'd not started out, but now want to... Easterlings and commas. Ones where you can add new models to existing armies, Mordor. I totally agree, Michael. I think they've given us with them Legendary Legions lots of ways. Again, we say this a lot. Lots of ways to use the models that we already have, like goblins and Mordor orcs, spiders and bats and stuff. James Crawford says, 1 bear and 5 packs of Beornings to make up 600 points with Beorn. They will be like the new Easterling models, whole body and legs with optional arms. Larry says, I reckon I'll pick up a few every now and again when I order stuff, but less excited than I am by Easterlings. And Ashley Fisher says, evening everyone, sorry I'm late. Was games night tonight for me. Board games, not SBG, sorry.
Should apologise.
And Larry says, also, I really wish the Defence of the North had been a really negatively received, so Damien could do a video entitled Defence of the North. Dwelling says, I guess they need to get a bunch released before the Rings of Power.
Yeah, if they've got it.
Harry says, 3 words for things that they can't push back. Rings of Power. The rumour mill has started.
Do you remember though? Do you remember my, like everyone might not have it, but my bit of goss from the other group? I don't mind Salacious Gossip because it wasn't mine Salacious Gossip. That in the collectors group, there was the guy from United Cutlery who said, this was a couple of months ago now, they hadn't done any deals. He was banging their door down and Amazon hadn't done any deals at that point.
Yeah.
So there's no reason that wouldn't be true. I'm not saying it is true, but it makes no sense for him to be lying about that. But I don't know. I'm thinking maybe not that they haven't got it, but they have, not they haven't got it, not that they've lost it, but that maybe the merchandise has come in later. So I don't know. I don't think models and releases are imminent. I don't think we're going to... I'm going to go big tonight, Stephen. I don't think we're getting Rings of Power, I don't know, models, source book, like this year. I don't think to go with the launch of the series. I think if they get it...
I agree with that. I don't think it will be this year.
Yeah. I think it'll be more like the stuff, the unexpected journey stuff from The Hobbit, almost, where they had the license, but then the new stuff, which was like the Young Dwarfs and Azog, that came out like the following August or something. So you saw the things come out, and then it's taken this long to make the thing. I think it's going to be more like that. So if they do get it, which I think they will, I think we'll be closer to a year's anniversary or something. That's my guess.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be 2022.
Or maybe it'll be out tomorrow. So yeah, I don't think I'm not building myself up for models like this year.
No, I think we would have had an inkling of it by now if it was going to be around the time.
It depends it's 20 years later, but they, last time it happened, they put a thing. They announced they were willing to announce that they got the license. They put a press release in White Dwarf.
Breaking new ground though. They were breaking new ground.
Yeah.
It's a different world now. It's 20 years ago.
They didn't show you tons of teasers like beforehand. There was a couple of models, but they said, "Yeah, we've got it." I don't know. It's a whole. No one really knows, but yeah, I don't know.
We'll see.
We will see.
We'll see what happens. Larry says, then Steve could have done a follow-up entitled Defence of the North or the North. Ashley says, may well drift off to the gentle hum of your lovely voices chatting nerd stuff.
I saw Chris yesterday for the first drink, and he reiterated the fact of how much he enjoyed your voice. and that on stream nights you often talk him to sleep. He goes to sleep hearing you soothingly read the comments from the chat.
Pissed up.
He said he wants to meet you. He feels like he knows you, and he wants to meet you.
Well, everyone knows weird things where he thinks he knows me, and I'm like, oh, he's giving me the ick.
I mean, Chris gives a lot of people the ick.
I like icky people. Buff Stew. Are you buff though, Stew? Prove it. In the new book, it still refers to Gladriel as a legendary lord. Does this overrule the errata, or does that not affect it at all? So it refers.
Is that a joke, or is that like?
I think it's. I mean, he's got a smiley face with a sticky out tongue.
No, it's a joke. I'm putting this down.
Where are we? Grimbeorn is cool, but I'm still looking forward to Happy Beyond, says Larry.
Hey.
Reese says, I agree, Steve. The latest Forge World Middle Earth sculpts have been amazing. Couldn't agree more. Ashley says, time flies when there's not a lockdown. And then Battle Streams in Middle Earth says, Dale command you, douchebag. Rude.
Dale command vote from you, is it?
Yeah.
All right. That's one.
Frederick says, Kit Bash Dale command and Bane and Bard. Buff Stew says Dale command. Frederick tells that Battle Streams guy to watch his language. Larry says, assemble your horn guy, but convert him to have a really long trumpet, like at the end of Battle of the Five Armies. Frederick says, well, the new Dale army is the same as the old Dale army. Same for Khazad-dûm, so why not do that for Erebor? Kind of understand that line of thinking.
What was that? What was that?
They're referring to you saying about people not being alive with us and all that.
I mean, what I didn't follow the.
Well, the new Dale army is the same as the old Dale army. Same for Khazad-dûm. So why not do that for Erebor? Kind of understand that line of thinking.
Oh, I see. So new Dale has Dale warriors.
Mm.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I think that's just a model thing. They didn't have a range of models who move into it. I presume it'd be the survivors of Lake Town, wouldn't it? And they're just peasants.
Mm.
Whereas I mean, it's not. I don't think it's an unreasonable point. I think the Iron Hills take it over, but fair enough.
Hang on, I'm just cleaning up this Pepsi that I've just spilled annoyingly on these new models.
Let's not show the funeral.
Joe says to Larry, I'm looking forward to Bashful Baal. Michael Haskell says, I'll be calling it a night soon. Weekend travelling excitement catching up on me. US on holiday tomorrow, Memorial Day. So I have no meetings all day. I thought you were saying you're going to the US on holiday. Not that the US is on holiday, so you're going to be chilling. Bliss, and means I have the evening free. Well, enjoy it, Michael. You deserve it, mate.
You do deserve it.
Of all the people who would deserve to put the feet up, it's you.
Although he came to the Albert Hall and he didn't see us. He didn't say hello.
He probably avoided. He might have avoided. We've seen a lot of nerds lining up outside for a selfie. I thought, that's not my game. That
you can go off people, can't you?
I'm not down with that. I'm off to bed, says James Crawford. On call this week. Hopefully finish in time for Saturday pre-order night. Take care, James.
Oh yeah, that's the point. It's Forge World, isn't it? So that the pre-orders aren't they Friday?
I think they are Friday. Yeah.
I think the Bears. I'm sure it says
it's been that long since we've had a pre-order for Forge World. I can't remember that was a normal release.
Because when the other ones, the Dale stuff was Saturday last time because it was alongside a GW release. When it's alongside a GW one, they come on the same day. But I think the Bears will go up on Friday.
Yeah. Matt says, can't wait for the Beyondings, but they are down the list, I'm afraid. And Harry says, I doubt it'll be this year either. Licensing for TV series has traditionally always come out later.
Yeah.
Michael Curtis says, agree about no Rings of Power rule stroke models for the near future. And Larry says, if it was coming, I reckon we'd have seen stuff like Funko Pops and stuff showing up already.
I think it's quite early for
that. I just think that I think this Lord of the Rings series with Amazon is it's like paving new ground, and they've kept everything really secret, I think, and
they're trying to keep it safe.
They wouldn't do something silly like allow a toy company to have a license and release the toys or tease the toys early, because they've been very secretive about the imagery that they release. They've kept it well under wraps, and I think for a reason. So just because every other licensing of a TV series or movie has gone a certain way doesn't necessarily mean that that's just how it goes for every single one. In my opinion. Reese says, really looking forward to the new Amazon series though, can't wait. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. There are still haters out there, which is fine. They're entitled to hate what they want, but my God, try not let it spill and ruin other people's fun. Keep it to yourself. It's like when they see someone excited about it, they're like, oh, you're so stupid. Can't believe you're excited about it. Oh. Ashley Fisher says, how far ahead of December 2001 or December 2012 was it public that GW are going to be releasing models?
Fellowship of the Ring the first time, I want to say March. It was a long way in advance. They put a press release in White Dwarf saying we've got the license, we're going to do it. And then about every 2 months, they had a little preview. Remember them showing the Elf Archer was the first model, and it was like grey. It was like, this is one of the models we're working on. And then for the 2 months before, they did quite big previews. So like I think the game was actually released in November. I think the game came out before the film, and they had quite big previews in White Dwarf the 2 months before, and they also the month before, like the November one, they showed you everything they were going to release until May. They didn't show all the models, but they had a price list of every single release they were going to have for the game until May. So they were quite open about it back then. The Hobbit, different story. There was nothing at all from GW about the fact they were doing The Hobbit until, I want to say, maybe October. So say it was released in December, whether it's the December White Dwarf or the November White Dwarf. Either in October's White Dwarf or November's, there was a one-page poster at the back, and it was a poster from the film, and it said The Hobbit Strategy Battle Game. That was it. There was no announcement, no blurb, and there was nothing in a kind of coming soon. There was no previews. And I remember the discussions, because you can still find them if you go on the One Ring. The forums will all be there. There were genuinely, until the White Dwarf came out with Thorin and Gandalf and Bilbo on the front, people didn't know if it was the same game. It was that point of like, they're doing something. We now know they're doing something. We don't know if it's the same game or if it's going to be a completely different game with a completely different rule set. It was that different, and there was quite a lot of fear at the time about quite what it would be. And then that first it was that White Dwarf, when the White Dwarf came out, and it was brilliant, and it just had 30 pages of new releases. Yeah, and everyone was like, "Oh, this is awesome! This is brilliant." But there was nothing, and I think that was very much kind of NDA, like to the nth degree. Like, you can't show anything. But yeah, so it was very, very different.
Yeah.
So who knows which of those two extremes, or somewhere in the middle, they'll go for,
or even more extreme. Who knows? Larry says, Matt, is that because you need to have the time to convert them into baristas? Reese says, have you painted any of your Dale yet, Damien? On it, boy.
No, because I'm still hung up on this battle company. It's going to be June and July's job.
George Galloway says, sorry I'm late, chaps. Been watching Stranger Things with my wife whilst finishing up my Forge World Orcs. Well, no spoilers, because I think I'm 2 episodes off finishing it.
Very cool.
I'll tell you what I did watch one of the nights whilst I was up feeling horrible and couldn't sleep.
MacGyver?
And I don't want to give away any spoilers, but I'm just going to ask you if you watched it and if it's a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Have you watched The Northman?
No.
I have. Have you seen it advertised?
No.
Oh, you've not seen it advertised? Right.
Why?
I don't know, I thought it was going to be awesome, and I didn't like it. I thought it was terrible. I thought it was terrible. Yeah.
I think it rings a bell. I feel like someone else has asked me about it. Who is it? What's the premise?
I can't remember his name. He's the guy... what's he been in? He's been in...
things.
He has been in quite a few stuff. Like when I see him score something, he's like Swedish actor, I think. something Scoresman, but it's got the girl. Remember the girl?
Is it Stellan
Skarsgård? Yeah. It's got him in it. And you know the girl who was where she was a chess player.
Yes, in the Queen's
She's really
Gambit.
good. Yes, Queen's Gambit.
Yeah.
She's strange looking, but in a good way. She's a good looking girl, but do you know what I mean?
Looking in a good way.
No, she's got. You know, like when some people their appearance is unlike any other appearance. It really stands out, but in a good way. Like, she is good looking. She's a good looking girl, but it's like her eyes are quite far apart. She looks like an elf. She looks like an elf or something like that, or a fairy or something. She's in it. What's he called?
I thought you did very well there.
Yeah, sort of smashed it now. And it's got him in it from. I'm terrible with names. What's he called? Who's now in the Moon Knight? He's the baddie in Moon Knight.
I don't know. I haven't watched Bad.
You not watched Moon Knight?
No.
Well, he's in it. Some big names. Nicole Kidman's in it. Some big names in it, basically. So you kind of expected it, and then I watched it, and like some of the fight scenes are a bit naff. You know, like it's supposed to be like sword fighting, and you get that bit where there's that pause where someone's obviously waiting. They swing and miss purposely, and then they wait for the return blow to hit them. It's not like natural. I thought the fight scenes were really naff. I just thought it was a bit naff. I didn't enjoy it at all.
This Dale banner, which is beautiful. The banner is the banner staff's the exact thickness of all the gates.
Yeah.
You know, when you got the gates. Which one? This is like a bomb.
You could easily clip.
Which one of these and not clip off?
Yeah.
I'm sorry you didn't enjoy the Northman, man.
Unconventionally beautiful. That's what I'm looking for, Dan Collister. Cheers, mate. Dan knew where I was. Dan knew where I was.
Given that it had all those people in it that you don't know.
Yeah.
You would have thought you would have enjoyed it.
Yeah. Anyway. Ashley says, although I remember plenty of the merchandise for The Hobbit ahead of the release, but zilch so far for Rings of Power, so maybe they are holding everything back. Maybe. Larry says, I actually think Damien should build his Dale Groves next. Larry says, what is stranger than Damien and Steve, George?
He said Stranger Things. He said George was watching Stranger Things.
Okay.
See, get it? I'm there. Yeah. I'm there. Got you.
And George says, very little. I've moved from Stranger Things to even Stranger Things. The classics being Lego spoiling things, says Ashley. This is true. Lego will spoil everything.
They do.
I'm watching a
Northman. I don't think we're going to get Lego Rings of Power.
No.
That feels a bit niche.
Yeah, it's not there. It's not there yet. George Galloway says, what way does the thumb point for you about Northman? Oh, what way does the thumb point for me? It's a down from me. It's that down that I don't know what happens at the end. I watched about 2 hours of it and turned it off. Alexander Skarsgård, says Harry. Yes. Robert Eggers did The Witch and the Lighthouse.
Alexander Skarsgård.
To Alex Skarsgård.
I thought his name was Stellan or something. Maybe we're thinking different people.
True Blood. That's it. Yeah, he's that True Blood.
I was thinking of the guy from Pirates of the Caribbean.
No.
He's
the vampire. Yeah, he's the vampire in True Blood. He also played the devil in a series that was on Sky Atlantic. Harry says, I really liked it. It's based on the Norse mythology Shakespeare stole from Hamlet. It is. I thought it was terrible. And not because the story's terrible. I just thought it was. I don't know. I just didn't enjoy it. Strangely, by some fluke, I think I know who Steve's talking about. Says Joe.
As ever, a Steve Crow description makes everyone further away from guessing who it was. Than
Larry says, I want every film and show that releases to now have Steve try and describe it. Ethan Hawke, that's right, Joe. Is it, by chance, Anya Taylor-Joy and Ethan Hawke? Ethan Hawke's in it, yeah.
Which one was Ethan Hawke in your descriptions?
The one
from the bloke from The Thing?
Yeah. For the Moon Knight.
Oh, is Ethan Hawke in the Moon Knight? I say.
Yeah. Matt says, having to catch up on this, guys. Night, fellas. Take care, Paul.
Right,
H. Fink says, The Northman. It sure was an experience. Felt like watching a stage play, but on the big screen. It was so slow.
It sounds to me like you might be swimming against the tide on this. Seems like people are enjoying it.
I don't think they are. I think Vink's saying it was a struggle. Remco says still need to watch it. It's got to be the best historical accurate movie. They did so much research for it. Mate, you are in for a disappointment. No, Damien figured it out before I could write an explanation, says Larry. Dan Costa says blinding weekend for television. Binged all 7 episodes of Stranger Things, both episodes of Obi-Wan. Oh yeah, I watched Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I've seen the first one. I haven't watched the second
one. And the latest Better Call Saul. Got the Northman to watch this week. Oh, sorry for you, mate. Dan says Stellan is their dad. Whole family are at it. Bill plays Pennywise in it. Harry says Stellan Skarsgård is his uncle or something. Alexander is really ripped and young. Stellan is old. Northman is definitely weird. Bad guy from Moon Knight, says Larry. Ashley Fisher, the Northman, men will literally find it and feed the Nightblade before getting therapy. The Nightblade bit was odd as well. It's not a conventional action film, says Harry. It's definitely not. Stellan is absolutely brilliant as Baron Harkonnen in June, says Dan.
He's great in most things.
Larry says, I wondered if Bill was related. He's the Skarsgård I always think of when I hear the name. Bill Skarsgård, is that the guy out of Thor? The Doctor in Thor?
No, that's Stellan Skarsgård.
Is it?
Yeah.
Larry's asking, who's in Obi-Wan, Steve? Pee off, Larry.
Go on, tell us. Do some more.
I'm not even going to entertain it.
Who's the guy who was in that?
Who's the guy that was in Star Wars?
What are they doing? What were they watching buses or something? Watching buses.
Who climbed out of a toilet? What was his
Bus
name?
watching, was it? Bus
Climbed
watching.
out of a toilet.
I don't know, I can't remember. It could be like some sort of like Richard Osman's House of Games. There could be a round of it. Steve Crow explains things.
You forget I started to go out in the 90s. It's a weird old time. Right.
What does that mean? You did a load of drugs and you now can't. Is that what that was?
Dan Collister says Gustav plays Floki in Vikings too.
Is that another Skarsgård, do you think?
I don't know. Alexander will always be from Generation Kill for me. There's 4 Skarsgårds, all related, all actors, says Michael Curtis. I'm caught up on the chat.
Good work.
Joe says Ethan Hawke is the villain from Moon Knight. Anya Taylor-Joy is the girl whose eyes are really far apart.
We should ask, but you know, rather than just talking about Skarsgård and Ethan Hawke, we did what have we've done what you bought. We've done overall feelings. What is the best model
of the new stuff?
Yeah, because we haven't. We obviously haven't seen.
That is a toughie.
We haven't seen the Drakes, but of the stuff, and that could go right back.
Never will, mate. Never will. Never will.
No photo won't come out.
No.
What do you think is the
weird stuff
best
comes out on the
model?
internet, doesn't it?
It's a strange place to be.
I was thinking, am I like being really grumpy because I'm ill? I was reading some posts and I was just thinking, what? Is it worth it?
People like what they like. They want to do what they want.
Is it worth it? Is it worth it?
Is it worth it? Oh God, the Dale's banner's one of them.
Oh, you've not dropped it again, have you?
No, you've got to glue the feet to the base and the banner to the base at the same time. You glue the wrist to the wrist.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going in. I'm just blobbing super glue over.
Do you know what models really annoy me that when you've got to put them together?
Two-handed weapons.
Is where there's two arms.
They're the worst.
And one arm has a hand holding the weapon or banner, but then the other hand is on it.
Yep.
And then the other arm is separate.
Yep. I know exactly.
And it only goes on one way.
You want
and it's a flat.
A Bail on the bear there, a Bail on the man, or a Dwalin, that sort of thing.
Terrible.
For awful business.
It's not too bad if you use plastic, because you can use plastic glue. Oh, you've not.
No, I've not dropped it, but it's off. Didn't work.
Sweet.
I take it we didn't count up. Did Dale Commanders win? Because I'm assembling my Dale Commanders.
Yeah.
Good.
Right, I'm gonna jump in the sexy.
What about you,
sexy
mate?
bit.
We should give them a chance to vote. What's your favourite model released for the book?
What's my favourite?
Yes.
I'm gonna go Black Dragons, mate.
And
I know that's out there when you've got Bjornings on the table. I'm still gonna go Black Dragons.
Yeah, I'd say brilliant.
Because I'll tell you why. I think it's because they're the ones. It's like the Bjornings are beautiful. I'm not taking anything away from them, but we had no clue what they were going to look like.
Mm-hmm.
So you just look at a model for the first time, and you go, "Yeah, that's awesome." Whereas the Black Dragons, you kind of think it's just a Easterling with a Christmas cracker in its hand or something. Do you know what I mean? You expect it just to be, you know what I mean? But actually,
Christmas crackers. I haven't looked at them too much, but they don't interest me. Is that why everyone's excited?
But what I'm saying is, it's like, yeah, it is an Easterling, but it's freaking beautiful.
So help me out as well. How do you? Which sword is the Hornblowers and which sword is the Banner Bearers, or doesn't it matter? They're different.
I didn't build them, so I don't know, mate. That's Reese's in the chat.
Look at this. Look at those. There's two swords on the end. They are slightly different. One of those is the Hornblower, and one of those is the Banner Bearer.
Oh, one's got more of a. Yeah, one's got more.
Probably doesn't matter, does it?
Just look on the box.
Yeah, I have looked at the box. They both look like hands with swords.
Hmm.
You're going Black Dragons.
I'm going Black Dragons. What about you?
I really like Bard.
Hmm.
I really like Bard. And I really like Grimbay on the Moon.
Hmm. Spoiled for choice, really, aren't we?
It's a beautiful selection of models.
Hmm.
Can you imagine, like, sorry if I'm repeating this, it's been a couple of weeks and I've been going back through the book. Would this not be, in a perfect world, the best new starter box? Now, imagine if you, like, this would be, like 40k, they do a new one of those, like, well, I don't know what they call them. It's not, a narrative box.
Mm.
Like, you could replace Pelennor Fields or have it alongside it, and you have, like, all the plastic Easterlings and all the, say, plastic Dale Warriors or something, and some plastic Iron Hills, and you have that book. Like, it feels like a relaunch, the amount of new stuff you get.
It's a Skilliath fact.
What?
It's a Skilliath is the new starter set, right? Was it a Skilliath?
Oh yeah, the battle for a Skilliath.
Fact, mate.
Yeah.
Fact. I seen the box. Did you take a picture? No, I couldn't take a picture. I couldn't get the person in trouble. I can talk about it on the internet.
We can talk about that. We should talk about that.
Of course we can. Yeah, we can talk about it.
Talk about that. So this was. Go on. You brought up. You do it.
I can't remember who it was, and we'd never name drop anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't.
But basically, there was a post on. I think was it only on the Great British Hobbit League, or was it on the?
The only place I saw.
Was it in No Man's Land as well? I can't remember. Basically saying that this was confirmed news. Spoilers ahead. The new 2-player starter box for Middle-earth strategy battle game was going to be the Battle for Asciliath, and it was going to be basically, I can't remember, did he list the thing? Rangers, Warriors of Minas Tirith, and Orcs. And he'd seen the box, he knew the name, there was a picture of Faramir on the front of the box. Now, disclaimer, we know nothing, and we could be totally wrong, and that might be the next starter set that you see. I think it's highly, highly, highly unlikely. Highly unlikely. And it was just, he was basically just having none of it. He was like, yep, I've seen it, it's facts. People were going, well, prove it, don't need to prove it, I'll just bet you. All stuff like that. What were your thoughts on it, Damien? Well, I know your thoughts on it, but let's tell the people what your thoughts
because I'm one of the admins on there. What made me very uncomfortable was when they kept asking people to bet, and they were betting money. Like, people weren't taking it, but they were saying, "Do you want to bet this amount of money?" Now, I think because I locked the post and I wrote on it, either this is true, in which case you shouldn't be putting it up here, and you're trying to make money out of people, or you're trolling, both of which aren't great, and we don't want. And then after I locked it, he deleted it. The admins didn't delete it; it was deleted by the OP. I don't know. It don't know. Yeah. It's a weird thing to do, isn't it?
It was an odd post. There was a couple of red flags for me. The first one being, I've seen the box, it was in front of me, and describing the box to a T and its contents, but not wanting to take a picture of that box because he didn't want to get anyone into trouble, but then going on the internet and telling everyone in detail about said box with your name, who you are, which would be quite easily to know what part of the country
I guess he
you're from.
said, I've seen the box as well, so that means...
That's what I mean.
They'll all know about it. They'll all... You know that person has now, that name must be with GW because they're all on that group. And so if that person had seen that, let's assume it's true. That box doesn't exist in many places. In which case, that person must have been near that box. At which point, it must be very, very easy to track them. But
it'd be easy to track him. All you got to do, all you'd have to do is go on his friends list and see if any of his friends are GW employees. If he isn't,
yeah, I suppose.
And then you get that person into a great deal of trouble. It just screamed.
We don't get those. We don't
Chinese
get those.
whispers. It just screamed Chinese whispers to me. That sounds like someone's just made it up to sound interesting. Someone's then heard that information and wanted to make themselves sound very important, and it's just that thing about going, I've got this information and I know this and you don't. No. That kind of vibe to it.
We don't. I think, didn't we say on the last one that it was about the Russian guy doing it, that we don't get leaks, right? Do you know what I mean? There's very, very rarely like a leak in a Middle Earth one. Oh, the guy with the finger on the hilt is the hornblower. That's how you tell. I'm just looking at the pictures now. So sword C is the hornblowers. We don't, we've never seen anything like that. What was the last one we got? We got that guy leaking the book 2 days early. The idea that there's a starter box set at some point in the future, I don't know how long, maybe it's coming out tomorrow. I don't know, but it seems strange. But who the hell knows?
Yeah, like I say, we could be wrong. We might, I might have to eat my words in the future, but I just find it very unlikely. The description of what would be in that new starter box doesn't seem like that would be the starter box if I was GW that I would choose. I think, I don't know, maybe it is because
I always thought it'd be Helm's Deep. That was always their favourite. If they ever did a new one,
I always thought it'd be Battle of Five Armies.
Yeah, if they go Hobbit, but I just mean in terms of what they assume, it's the same sort of resources as what they need for the planet. You can't do Battle of Five Armies because everything's resin. Whereas what have you got? You got plastic Galatharin, plastic Rise of Rohan, plastic Warriors of Rohan, plastic Uruk-hai. It's from the Lord of the Rings, so it's more popular than the Hobbit. Everyone knows Helm's Deep. A lot of people still think it's the best battle in the thing. And then you put a new, I don't know. My only downside of it is all the main heroes they've already done in plastic. But you've got your Aemma, Theoden, Gandalf the White. But maybe you could do a new kind of Uruk leader or something for that Legion, and plastic Haldir or something. I don't know. But
I've got it in my head.
Wish list.
Yeah, I've got it in my head, and I could be totally wrong. I think GW will do everything within there, but I'm confident that GW, if anyone could get a license for the new series, it would be GW, and I think if you get a new starter set, it would be based around the new series.
Yeah, maybe.
And that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean I know nothing. But I think if you ask me now, what do you think the starter set is? I would put my money on that over Osgiliath every day.
And the weird thing about it is, it's unusual that we'd get leaks, but it's also unusual that anyone post on there, I've absolutely seen this. This is absolutely real. Do you know what I mean? They're both unusual because you're never going to get a positive reaction. Even if you're telling the truth, even if he's right, no one's going to believe you if you haven't got a photo. So what's the point in doing it? I don't know.
It's odd.
People are strange. As I said, it's either made up and he's trolling, in which he shouldn't be doing it, or he has seen something and he's been privileged to something and he's leaked it, in which case he shouldn't be doing it. So I guess we'll know at some point in the future.
I'm
What's it going to be in like 5 years' time? Have we
No.
had the Battle for Osgiliath yet? No, it could be next year.
I'm going to bet a Fredo that it's BS.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to bet.
Do you know what? Do you know what, mate? I've got about 10 Freddos here, so I'm willing to.
Let's take that bet.
Let's do it. We haven't had a bet on it for a while. I'll
the problem we've got is that this bet can never play out until there's a set released.
Or
we may as well put 10 grand on it, mate.
Yeah. Was it like the next twin pack? Yeah. No, it's not the next. I don't think he ever did. He say the next one? I don't even know. It's like it's coming at some point.
I think it did say the next. I think he put something like spoilers. The next 2-player starter set or something like that. It was only when he started, because stuff like that I don't really take much notice of on Facebook. Like, I'm in quite a lot of groups, and it was only when it started to get so much traction that I started to.
Well, I just didn't, more from an admin point of view. I just didn't like the bets. I was like, you don't know if he's joking, but there was a lot of posts about, I'll bet you 100 quid. And it's like, no, I don't want this here, because either you're telling the truth, in which case you're using privileged information to get money out of people, or you're not telling the truth, in which case this is probably a scam, in which case you're probably trying to rip people off. I don't know.
We'll see.
Who knows?
All will come to light. Shall we dive in the thread before we carry on with the chat? I'll put a marker where we were up to. I think
I made a Dale Banner, man. He's good, isn't he?
Sexy, yeah.
Let's do.
Right. I'm gonna. Are you getting your phone out?
For what? Oh, the whip thread.
Whip thread, mate.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said the chat.
No, I said before we go back to the chat, we'll do.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Well, if we're doing that, I need a wee.
Oh.
Why don't you catch up on the chat?
I'll catch up with the chat.
Love it.
I'll wait for you. Okay. Stop kidding yourself, Damien. The Drakes aren't coming, says Joe. There's no picture of them in the book. Just pin the banner hand, Damien. I pin most of my Forge Wall stuff. True fact, I've not pinned a model for about 6 years. Can't be fussed. Dale Bannerman for me, says Tim. The foot version of the Emperor or Grimbeorn, both are fantastic. I'd say the Palanquin if it wasn't for the trellis of my nightmares. Old Dane N says Dan. Razgush because he brings the crits to Mordor, and that's more about the profile and not the model, but the model is also quite good, says Frederick. Tim says, I really like the way the Hornblower is casually swinging his sword around while blurting out some tunes too. Frederick agrees with Dan. The Forge World Dale stuff looks slightly different to the plastic stuff. Some people don't like that, but I really like the models. Don't play Dale. I think Dale stuff's awesome. I like all the stuff. Old Dane's class. You kind of forget there from this release. But yeah, they're class. The Emperor for me, best looking model in the range for me now. Took Thranduil off the top. No, it didn't, Reese. Stonehelm is the best, says Dwelling. The Bear might be the best model, says Frederick. So much good stuff. Yeah, the models have A, B, C on them. I matched A to 1, B to 2, and C to 3. Damien, we know the new box will be Faramir and Gothmog. I really don't think so. It's one of those weird things where if I am wrong and that rumor was right and that leak was right, fair play. I'm happy that there's a new starter set out. It isn't the theme that I would have went for. I think unless you're a Lord of the Rings fan or you've watched the movies or read the books, I don't think you know what Osgiliath is. So that's not really going to get people into it. Because the swords are numbered, says Tim. Funny thing was, the guy was new to the groups, only in the game for half a year or so, and for some reason claimed to have inside knowledge. It wouldn't surprise me. I've heard whispers of Plastic, Faz, and Boz. Says Harry. I mean, yeah, welcome the models. I don't know. Like I said, could be wrong. I just don't know. I'm just going to call BS on it. Midget Moose 27, the Dragon Emperor, but I don't have the trauma of assembling it to affect my opinion. And Dan says he must have been really proud of his internet points. He potentially ruined a lot of stuff with the GW team. Leaking stuff and sharing leaks is a scummy thing to do. It's reprehensible.
What about just making things up?
Yeah.
Is that better or worse?
Which is the internet. It happens a lot. There are a couple of red flags to me. New plastic banner bearers confirmed. Says Larry. Could be that the guy has heard from someone he trusts and has embellished it to include "I saw a box," says Harry. Tempted to agree with Steve, but the Dragon Emperor is also really cool. But I'm also really liking Razzie. This is what I mean. Was so spoiled that like the releases.
The orc, awesome. the Razgush is awesome as well.
Yeah. Imagine if it comes out in 5 years, you'll probably have to remortgage your house to buy the Frodo. Maybe he saw the box on a drone sewage box run. Yeah, it might be on that video.
Is it on that video?
I'll have to go back and.
It's a whole load of Battle for Gilead boxes at the back. They're chucking them away.
Do you know what? That's what GW should have trolled people and just like printed off a few fake boxes and put them on the top of them thingies.
Well, don't rule out the fact. I don't know if they do this, but that's another option. Huge conspiracy theory. It might be a fake box to find a leak. They definitely had. Remember, they've had leaks recently. Do you know that Horus Heresy box was leaked?
Yeah.
I want to say like a year ago. I think that picture of the box was out ages ago. So maybe they are doing that. Like, did you hear about the new Escape to the Greyhaven starter box? And did like you tell everyone
a different story.
A different one to see which one comes out.
Larry says he prefers the mighty version of him, even without the fancy chair. And Harry says the lack of plastic Boromir and Faramir is conspicuous. What other major heroes are there left to make into plastic?
Yeah, that is right.
It is true.
Yeah,
it's true. Chris is in Swords and Brushes, even though very late to the party tonight, but we'll certainly rewatch the stream tomorrow. Hope everyone has had a splendid stream.
Wow.
It's not been so bad, mate. It's not been so bad. Are you ready for this Facebook malarkey?
Are we there, are we? Is that you caught up?
I caught up, mate. Smash it.
Let's have a look then.
Are you ready?
Not yet.
Oh, come on, mate. I'm sitting back in my chair. I've moved the camera so I can lean over.
Oh, you hang on. Just to confirm, you've sat back in your chair and moved the camera.
Yeah.
I can't believe I haven't done enough.
And done all the chat tonight.
All the chat.
Don't think it's not gone unnoticed.
You have done all the chat.
All the graft.
But I did ask at the start, are you doing it, Fit? You went, nah.
Are we on it? You ready?
Viewing previous comments. We have.
So, Joe Osman, first and foremost.
Yeah, I've got Joe being first.
Ratabian Brogir to build, fudge to eat. I love a bit of fudge.
Fudge. Do you like fudge?
Terrible for you though, fudge, Joe.
Depends how you pack it.
Terrible. Nothing like a little bit of fudge and super glue, says Frederick. That's a naughty 19. 19's a bit naughty.
On the side? Oh, it looks like someone's destroyed a droid army. Oh, that's the Jedi. The Jedi have been up to no good again.
Sam Hoddy says Frederick Schultz, don't get them mixed up. The medics will not be your friends. And Sam also says, sadly, on a night again, but I did make a little progress on the Emperor before work earlier.
We'll allow it.
We'll allow it.
You can come in. Well, what's his progress pit there? Just an upsetting amount of black dragons to assemble.
Yeah.
You've built it, right?
Yeah.
Is it a nightmare? Like gluing?
It's not a nightmare.
I think we were talking about it being like the battering ram and the gluing the 6 guys to the floor at the same time and all that sort of stuff.
No, because they on the shoulders they have part of the palanquin that can.
Oh, that's good.
That can only go. It slots in.
Oh, so it's not just the wrist joint.
One way, yes. It's not just.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Casting technology.
It wasn't
for us.
Terrible to build, but it wouldn't be easy for someone who's not used to building models, if you know what I mean. If you're used to building models, you're fine. The one thing I found is that the instructions, the numbers on the instructions don't allocate to the numbers on the sprues.
So it wasn't terrible to build, but that's just because you got mad skills.
You just got to look at the pictures. Is that what you're taking? Yeah, you just got to go with it, mate. You just got to do it. Just do it, mate. Just do it. Jens Elmos. Got a father combo ready.
Love it. And some historic miniatures as well.
Yeah. Ready to be SBG. Got an excessive number of drinks. Some
What
other
is
stuff.
that? What's the model?
Can't see. Let me click it.
Frederick's
that's
he's normally on fame.
Is it Musgo?
Oh, the shaman. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's he got in the back? What's that lion business going on? That looks
Lion
right up your street.
bar coconut.
Oh, what do we think?
I've never had it. I'll give it a go.
Look at the Fanta. He's right. That's madness.
That's crazy. It's in a blue bottle.
Why would anyone do that?
Why would you do that?
Like when you pour a Red Bull out and it's yellow.
Mark Greentree, he loves a poppet. It's a poppet.
It's a poppet. He's a week early.
It's a poppet, mate. It's a poppet.
I hope he hasn't done that still. Or save him, mate. Next stream.
Yeah, save him.
He was ready for your stream last night.
Yeah. Andreas Muller.
Are they
Easterlings?
Yeah, but are they Black
normal
Dragons?
Plastics.
So he doesn't get in there.
Ooh.
Well, nice to see on theme and stuff, but not quite in because it's not a new model.
Gordon Laylor's bought Games Workshop.
Oh, God.
You're in with bells on, Gordon. It's got to be said. You are in with bells on, my friend.
World. It's got Black Dragons. I would not say such a thing. I would not say that on a family stream. That's not a phrase I use. It's definitely not a phrase that has become utterly normalised to me.
Rascushion some orcs for Steve Ginley. What kind of Coca-Cola is that? Vanilla Zero Sugar.
I thought they stopped making that at the same time they stopped doing cherry coke.
Cherry coke. Do they really not make cherry coke anymore?
I don't know, mate. I don't know.
Oh, you're just making it up.
I haven't had a cherry coke in a long time though, so.
No, it's basically Dr Pepper, isn't it?
I think cherry coke's nicer than Dr Pepper.
It's sweeter, isn't it? That's the thing. Dublé. Is on Fellowship models.
Finished for me.
I'm
working on Gimli.
Oh, here's Julian Hammond. Nice, mate. Nice. So annoying.
Oh, what's that? Rasgush.
Nice model, isn't it?
It's a beautiful model. He's the one that has made me want to get an army I don't have. Like the Easterlings haven't done it. But I've got a few Orky bits, but I don't really have like a Mordor army or anything. But he's the model that's making me think I want that, even though I don't have the army.
Yeah, I want to sit next to Julian while he paints and watch him paint. I'm really interested to see his techniques.
He's very good.
Dwalin working on assembly of lots of Easterlings and Old Dane and Thorin.
So, he's definitely in.
He's got all his. Can you see the Black Dragons holding the chunks of the palanquin?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that one. Yes, that'd be great.
Just behind the radiator cover. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. That's it now.
Why is that dude being carried around on a radiator cover?
He's also painted, Dwalin sending bells on as well.
He's got all the models, right?
Yeah.
He's a gorgeous. When we were actually talking about a model there, I was looking back through the book and I thought Thorin. Thorin looks great.
Yeah, he does.
Both of them, I think, are beautiful.
Haskell's in.
You'll love to see it. Michael Haskell. Has he made a bit of progress?
Yeah,
Metal-based wash and
metals.
first dry brush. I think that'll be it.
Just need to edge highlight that now and you sorted, Michael.
Quick edge highlight around all those chainmail rings. You'll smash it.
Samuel Bracker. Homebrew orc banner. Very nice.
That's beautiful skin tones. It's great.
Nice.
Sadly doesn't get you in the race. What were we saying about that banner? Is that
it's not a banner,
is it a Morgul Knight banner?
Morgul Knight banner.
I don't know. Is it
the old metal orcs?
But is it the Morgul Knight banner? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's very cool. I like that.
It's nice. Dave Fredericks working with Dale. Some conversions.
But they're all plastics, right?
Plasticos, yeah.
So he doesn't get in. I mean, they look great. I like the guy kind of looks like he's pointing up at Smell.
Yeah.
They look cracking, mate, as ever.
Very nice.
Who needs 6 Dale captains? What's that for, dude? What's going on?
Stephen Sharp McDonald. Finally adding Watcher to my Moria. Just getting ready for next. That's a third party Watcher, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, where's that from? It's kind of cool.
That's cool though. I like it. I like it. Oh. Daniel James Coe is working on. Oh yeah, there you go.
That's while I'm working on a Kit Kat.
Yeah. And I'm like, I look like I'm just saying, just open the pissing Kit Kat, will you?
Because that's the look of a man who wants that Kit Kat.
Just jealous, yeah, just jealous. So Daniel's in. Hawk Jacobson is in. Nice skin tones, Matt. It's nice gold as well. Looks cool, that mate.
Oh, it does look good.
Very good.
Jacobson.
Daniel James Coe is in.
We just got him, didn't we?
Have we?
Yeah, he was the one who was working on the Flanquin.
He's got Bard and Brand.
They're great, aren't they?
Tim Garlick is in on his Dale command. He's way ahead of you there, Damien. Look at that. He's gone for sword in as well, like me.
I think maybe he started earlier.
No.
No? Do you think no? We were the same position at the start of the stream and he smashed it. He has crushed me. Fair play to him.
Larry's in. Nice cookies, Larry.
They look like Maryland.
Is that a mug of hot milk?
It's probably sweat, isn't it?
Like a tea bag and some sugars in it, lad.
Or just a tea bag. I could really go for those cookies.
Oh, I've not had a Nutrageous for ages.
What's a Nutrageous?
Flaming hot Mountain Dew.
What's a Nutrageous?
Have you not had a Reese's Nutrageous? It's called Outrageous there, but that must be. It's Todd Egbert. Are you in the? You not in the?
Oh,
UK?
you're on the next one. I see. We've moved on. Right. So what? This Reese's Outrage. That looks like a giant beast. Down the bottom, it looks like look at his red eyes and then his little caramel moustache.
His caramel nose.
Yeah, it's like like a big slug creature. Can you see it?
They're really nice. They might be different. I don't know what those weird things are.
He's not even put a model on it.
No,
just his food.
Just boasting.
So what's the drink? Flaming hot.
Mountain Dew flaming hot.
Is it Mountain Dew water?
I don't know.
Flaming hot water.
Flaming hot.
With a blast of heat and citrus. A blast of heat. Do you want spicy?
I don't know if you want a spicy drink. I'm thirsty. I'm thirsty. Yeah, I'll have some of this.
It's chilly.
Yeah.
That's already help with your needing a drink. That's no, Todd. How is it?
Matt Davis.
And also, did you do any models?
Yeah, get your models up. Working on Rutabi.
Matt Davis in the drawing. I don't think Matt Davis is often in the drawing.
He's not. He's normally like 6 projects behind, isn't he?
He's been working on the Easterlings so long. The Easterlings have come back around again.
Yeah, they've come back into fashion. Started working on my Assault of Lothlorien, says Craig Bass.
So what have we got in there? We need a Razgush. Is the Shaman in there?
I can't see.
I don't think he's there.
I can't see either.
We need Musga in there. Craig Bass, you've got until we reach the end of the thread to tell us in the Facebook thread whether Musga's in there. Oh, hang on, Steve. Look.
Oh, that's nice. That is nice.
Green. What? You see, he's got the big glue, the basing glue, the bottle of green glue.
Yeah.
Follow that down. I think that's Musga. There's 2 orcs in front of the green bottle.
Yes, it is. Yeah, you can
one's
tell
a
by
plastic
sphere.
and one's
well spotted. So well spotted.
Got you, Craig.
Suits you, sir. James Edwin Crawford. Beautiful colours there, my friend. That looks gorgeous. Really nice.
Oh,
both of them. Really striking.
Little
colours.
cheeky little bits of blue. Is that maybe like the oxidization? I'm not sure. James Edwin Crawford.
More from James there. A lot of love for the new stuff. Craig
Yeah, well, I
Bryan,
mean,
yes, I
there's a
do
lot for all
remember.
your
I
flavours
do
of your
remember
favourite
that
things.
Legolas. I do remember it now. I do remember.
But he's not. Am I going mad? He's not Craig Bryan in the YouTube chat, right?
Yes.
He is Craig Bryan.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I hadn't connected there.
My actual hobby while streams on Tau Scenery, SBG. Larry Whip. Milk's gone. Half the white chocolate's gone.
Where are the cookies?
Cookies are totally gone.
Where's his arm? Is his arm doing a? Oh, it's a shield, isn't it?
Mm.
I don't know why you're sub-assembling that.
Remco painting Minas Tirith. Very nice work, my friend.
Oh, it's a lovely face. On top of the string, finish my last plastic Minas room. Complete the Return of the King box. That's awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
It's only 19 years too late. The wood grain on the back of that's wicked.
Mm.
Do you think he's done a quick edge highlight around them?
Quick edge highlight, yeah. Willowy beach bone bearing completion, says Chris Cooper. Just need to put some foliage on the branches.
That's a fantastic phrase, isn't it? Willowy beach bone bearing completion. That's very pleasing to say. Oh, that's cool. So we've got quick beam with the plastic in its head. That's very nice. Alas, though, Chris, no dice for you.
It does look like that Bjorning, Larry. I'll give you that. Michael Curtis, no new toys, so experiment with a colour scheme for Mirkwood Elves to run out of Battle Company tonight. Very nice, cool. Very nice. Did not enjoy painting my Mirkwood Elves.
Oh, me neither.
Nick Gardner's in.
I document it very well. That I really enjoy. I had 24 and I really enjoy the first 6 and hate everyone after it. No, nothing for Nick Gardner there though. All the old stuff.
Oldies. George Galloway is in. Is George? Have we already got George in?
No, he's not.
Excuse me.
George Galloway.
That fizzy drink's coming back on me now.
Yeah. Larry's saying that's the horn she got. I disagree. If I wanted a Dale Banner, I want it to be the guy at the start of Unexpected Journey who blows the horn when Smaug's arriving, and it's a pagoda. He's in a building, with 5 horns. That's what I want. A man with a building on top of him. I would love that.
Josh Crosby is in. Got acolytes.
Are they the earliest release?
I think so, yeah.
I'm
going to refresh just to make sure there's no one after Josh Crosby, but don't think there is.
You're a bit of a pain to paint, says Josh. Sorry, dude.
Yeah.
I've got a Harry Parkhill picture.
Harry Parkhill's jumped. Oh, there's a few jumped in. Yeah, Harry's in.
So is he painting? Am I? Oh no, sorry. I thought it was upside down. I thought the bottom was the back of that throne.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. Thanks for coming to chat. Lots of gold and red. Yeah, you'll need that, won't you? Harry Parkhill.
Another update from Larry. He's almost finished that chocolate. Not much more done on the model, to be fair, Larry. I'll put it out there. It looks like you've just been eating chocolate.
Lazy.
So lazy and greedy. Nice work there from Reese, working on my banner. Very nice, very nice. Crisp white, I like to see it.
Sorry, is that I haven't got this now. Is that Reese being in?
Yeah, Reese is in.
Reese Taylor, is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Dan's post. Sadly, all my defensive North minis were painted months ago, but I just wanted to feel involved. Looks forlorn at half painted Sildor. Don't apologise, mate, because it is always an absolute pleasure looking at your models, mate.
Soon, Dan. Hang on to him. Sildur's moment will come.
Pop me your address, Dan, so I can send you my Razgush and Musgo for you to paint like that, please. Thank you. Cheers. Chris is sitting down to a few Easterlings and a dwarf in a barrel, which is always nice to see.
Fandral disagrees.
But it's the old stuff. Bryant is working on a Warg Marauder. It's one of the older models. Nice to see, though. Nice to see. Got a load more comments here now. Larry, Larry's pointed out.
Refresh.
Yeah, Larry's pointed out the one that we found in the end, or you found in the end. And he points that out, or they found him without me. Andrew Grayling working on Rangers of Athelion. The Madrill there, looking very nice.
Oh, did you see Frederick's comment?
Which one?
He says, lol guys, Dale captains were the resin knights with plastic warriors parts. He's in.
Ah.
Thanks, Frederick.
There you go then.
It's just some Frederick. Isn't it? That's all that is.
And that's it. That's them all.
Can I just confirm then, because I was behind there. Dan's not involved.
No.
That he could literally say that he dubbed a bit of paint on any one of those. But I admire his honesty. Chris Billowitz, was he in?
Not in their plastic.
Okay, Brian. What's he working on? Brian Metal?
Bryant, no, he's the Forge World Marauder. Yeah. Okay,
and then Larry's helped them out. Andrew Grayling working on Rangers of Athelion.
Yeah.
So no. Okay.
That's it.
Cool. And let's check the email. And we don't have any emails.
Oh, sorry guys, I've just posted up. Clicked on a link. Nobody wants to see a Smurf boy, even though it is beautifully being painted by Mr. Tommy Sewell.
That's infuriating.
I had to put the heater on. It's got a bit chilly in here.
Cool.
We're cooking. How many you got? Let me get back on the main screen. Boom.
Yeah, try and guess what would be an incredibly irritating number of entries.
43.
43? No, it's not a record breaker.
21.
Oh, he's done it in one. He's got it in one. It's 21. God, you get it, man. You get it. We have 21 entries. It's that Reece Taylor sneaking his banner in it, or maybe it's
sneaking my banner in.
Yeah. So yeah, we got 21. So I guess we're doing something like 2 11s, are we? And just re-rolling one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what is a bit crucial? Dave Fredericks might have grounds to complain because he's in a different place. So if he wins, everyone else will kick off, and if he loses, he'll kick off.
Yeah. I don't think Dave kicks off. I think he's too chill.
You think so?
I think,
but not when a dice like this is on the line, I reckon. All that politeness is out the window. So,
one of the nicest guys in the hobby.
Okay, let's pop over to CCAM.
So tired.
I'm looking on Zoom, so you'll have to guide me.
Yeah, that's fine there, mate.
All right. And look, it's surrounded by tiny little Dale guys. All my knights are assembled. Got them done. This banner. That's very productive little evening. Look at that. Lovely stuff. So we need let's get these out. We need some Michael Curtis dice.
What are you doing? What dice are you doing?
What?
What are you doing?
What do you want? Do you want 3? We normally have 3 winners, right?
Yeah.
So we can do 7s, can't we?
Have you got a D7?
Almost certainly not. I've probably got a D8, I reckon.
Yeah.
You probably never. Have you seen the fine collection of dice? Have you ever? I'll shove them all over. Look at these. Look at all these bad boys.
Never mentioned that.
Where are they? Where do they go? Can't even work out. Where are they? Oh, here. Yeah, about down here. Look at all these. Look at all these. All courtesy of Michael Curtis. D4. There you go. That's what we're after, isn't it? That's a D8.
Yeah.
D8. Lovely. So, D8.
So we're going to ignore the 8s.
Yeah, obviously numbered 0 to 7. Standard dice recognition. So we go for the first 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So our first.
Michael Curtis is telling you there should be a D7 in there.
Is he?
How do you have a D7?
Oh, they've got some weird ones like this. Is this? That's a D5. Can you see that? Really weird shaped dice. I'll have a look. Oh, is it this? It's going to be this, isn't it? Look at that.
Is that D7?
Maybe. Yeah, how's that?
There you go.
So it a kind of corner points up. All the numbers are on corners. So, let's use this. There we go.
Yeah,
Perfect.
well, why not? Why would we not use it?
Outstanding work from Michael Curtis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Okay, so our first finalist in it this time are Joe Holzman, Sam Huddy, Jens Elmes, Frederick Schultz, Gordon Laidlaw, and Steve Ginley, and Julian Hammond. Are we ready?
I'm ready.
Who's your money on, Steve?
Laidlaw.
I'm going to go for...
I think he's due it.
I'm going to go for Joe. I just want Joe to get a dice.
Okay.
It's a 1. It's a 1. It's Holzman. I've only gone and called it.
Holzman's in the final.
Holzman will be losing his shit. I don't think he's made it to a final before.
I don't think he ever gets in the final. To his detriment, like he always wants to be first on the whip, but he never gets in. Gets in.
Unbelievable scenes. I think we found the. We found the people's champion. All right.
Yeah.
But we also want everyone else to
win. Yeah, of course. Yeah. No favourites.
No, God no.
No favourites.
No, certainly not Joe. Darling Grudgebrain, Michael Haskell, Daniel James, Hawk Jacobson, Tim Garlick, and Larry Miller and Matthew Davis. Are we ready?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's a 4. That is 1, 2, 3. It's Hawk Jacobson.
Ooh.
Just realised I normally show you this, so hopefully you can see Hawk Jacobson there coming 4th down the list from 7, so he should be number 11. And Joe's right up at the top.
Mm-hmm.
And then our final group of 7, so our final finalists.
Let's do it.
Craig Bass, James Crawford, George Galloway, Josh Crosby, Harry Parkhill, Dave Fredericks, controversial Dave Fredericks.
I think Fredericks is going to get in. I think Fredericks is going to get in.
Well, that would be a 6 that would be after. Oh, it's another 1. It's another 1. That's Craig Bass.
And Craig Bass won one before.
I don't think so. So, our finalists are Joe Holzman, Hawk Jacobson, and Craig Bass. Craig Bass.
So now we need the D3.
We do, which we have. We're aware of it.
And it's first to 3, because we like to work in 3s.
We do.
So
I've got the D3. I've selected it.
It's first to win 3 roll-offs.
Okay. Joe is 1. Hawk is 2.
Yep.
Craig is 3.
Yeah. Go for it. Hawk.
I don't want to say I'm disappointed. I'm rooting for Joe here. I'm rooting for Joe. That is indeed Hawk. Hawk goes one up.
Yep. So okay. 0, 1, 0.
Yep.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, Joe's back in.
1, 1, 0.
Husband comes in.
Craig Bass has stumbled at the starting line.
You know, he always goes the distance, though. Always goes the distance. Here comes Craig.
Oh, it's Joe! It's Holzman.
Dare to believe. Dare to dream. Unbelievable scenes. I feel like if Joe wins a dice, we need a party popper.
Party.
I'm opening another beer.
So it's 2, 1, 0 currently.
Joe can take it. He can take it with a single roll. Do you think he will?
Don't know. Will Craig get off the mat?
I think it's Joe's time. I think Joe's taking home the money. And by money, I mean dice.
Die.
Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it. Oh, it's a tiebreaker at the top.
What's Craig doing?
Bass is still yet to get on the score sheet. Hawk Jacobson has 2. Joel Holzman has 2.
Surely, can you imagine?
I mean, the odds are against Craig now.
If Hawk took it from here, I don't think Joe would ever get past it.
They'd be uproar.
Oh, come on.
Let's do it.
Oh! He's done it.
He lulled Hawk into a false sense of security. He went, nah, mate. That dice is man.
I don't want to sound like, it does sound like rancid favouritism, but Joe is there every week posting up. You've won this bad boy, Joe. And look, there's your Battle Stream 6.
Mate. 6.
What
well done, Joe.
A time to be alive. He'll probably be there when he'll be in the chat. I think he'll be excited.
I think he's running down the street with just his Dudleys on.
What a couldn't have happened to a nicer BSIME.
Yeah. Well done, Joe. Well done.
That is great to see. You love to see it. You love to see it at this level. And thanks, Michael Curtis, for your wonderful selection of ties.
Yeah, amazing. Always make our life easier because maths is not our strong point.
It really, really does.
Larry says, "Build the pony." Don't know what that means. Reese says, "Still find it funny when GW were trolling people about the squats." Harry says, "Good point." To Larry Miller, build a pony. What was it? Why is build a pony a good point?
Must be a type of model or something. Was there a question about like, what's the only model that does something? What was the context? Razzo, they were talking about.
Don't know. I'm sure he'll
the
tell
favorite
us.
model. Favorite model? Could it be
Maybe.
that? But that wasn't from that release.
Maybe. Frederick says, "Did you say Dave's conversions are?"
Yeah, we got him in.
No.
Got him in.
Yeah. Done that bit.
Got him
Sword in is what I'd go with, says Larry. Cold milk, and yes, Maryland, he is there. Craig is paying him. Shame he finished those Ministerial Warriors, but now he's going to get a load more in the new start box. Julian says, "Do you have any more info about Telcon? When do our list need to be in? Could you recommend any hotels for the Saturday night?"
Steve.
I'm there tomorrow, Julian, so I'll be putting a post out tomorrow with all the details. There are plenty of hotels in and around where Antwerp Mansion is. And what was the other question you asked? Do you have any more info? List needs. I think lists are due in now. I think.
You should ask the organizer.
Because I've not. I've been AWOL on for 2 or 3 weeks. It's just my head's been up my backside. But you're a patron, Julian, so if you're a little bit late, you're a little bit late.
I think there's going to be a big leak on it tomorrow.
Big leak, yeah. Tim says, "My Dale Hornblower conversion is a bloke with one of those massive horns from the movie. He's pushing it on a small car in front."
That sounds awesome.
Larry says, "Someone is typing a comment." Harry says to Julian Hammond, "I hadn't thought about list submission. I'm in an Airbnb around the corner. 7 groups is 3, says Chris. And then...
7 groups of 3. Does the Dale Hornblower, does anyone out there know, does he have a diamond-shaped bit of his helmet above his nose, or is that Flash? Because the other two don't
look on
have
the picture.
It. Yeah, well, that's what I'm going to now.
That easy.
Oh, he has got it. They've painted it. Yeah, it's meant to be.
I'm so laid back, I'm horizontal,
by
says
Lewis,
Dave.
Lewis's first models for SBG.
Very cool.
Dale stuff.
Cool. 21 groups of 1, says Larry. There should be a D7 in there, says Michael. Surprising that they are already doing the draw when they still have 5 hours of stream left, says Larry. There's only one way this is going. Craig will come back and win it, says Joe.
But
Congrats, Joe. Joe, well deserved. Congratulations. Well done, Joe. Woo, now I have a dice to bring out when I really want to roll a 1. Congrats, says Harry. The best thing is they don't have square corners, says Larry. And Harry says, it was about heroes needing a plastic version. Ah, right, okay.
Oh, Bill.
Bill, yeah. A suggestion of a key character that's not been made in plastic. I mentioned Boz and Faz. Dave says, the right result as number one, his position in the final is undisputedly unaffected by me moving down the list and everyone else moving up 1 place. Well done, Joe.
There we go.
Michael Curtis says, I remember you guys trying to figure out how to roll a winner in the early days after Steve had a couple of beers in him. It was the least I could do.
Michael sent us there because he was too sad watching us try to figure out how to do it with normal dice. We've used those dice ever since.
Larry says, disappointed Damien showed the dice but didn't show it with a different number not being used facing the screen as it made the person with that number less likely to be rolled.
All right.
Harry, you're supposed to explain in a more ambiguous way, says Larry. And that is it. That's it, mate. Party. Anything that we want to add for... Well, have we got a date for the next one? I can't remember.
We do. And people will be pleased to know we are back to our 2-week schedule because I believe it's Friday the 10th.
Yep.
Friday the 10th. Right? So back on... I hope that's the one we agree. I hope so.
Is that the one you texted me about the other day?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's fine, yeah.
It's a Friday the 10th, so it's not even 2 weeks, guys. It's a mere 12 days away, which is quite exciting.
Yeah.
When we're looking back to being on a Friday, and what will we be doing, Steve?
We will be doing.
You must know. You must know. At last, Dan Collister does his happy dance.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
There's some cool ones coming up. I think there's one coming up which could be a record breaker.
Really? Which one? Yeah, you can say.
Are we doing them? We're not doing them in the same order as this release, are we? So it might not be.
Yeah. Oh, you mean what's on the back cover?
Yeah.
So we've got it's the Return of the King special after this.
Yeah, because I think tons of people have got that model, but just not paid it because
I know you're an Aragorn lover through and through, but that one's got to be LSR, right? It's got to be LSR week.
Oh, really?
Well, we've had an Aragorn week, and we get another Aragorn week.
All right.
I think we've got to go. We've got to push the LSR initiative, haven't we?
All right.
But anyway, that's not for now. That's not for now. Because next week we have on the 10th, we have this very issue, 47, which due to we've only actually missed one, so it's not really missing streams, but due to a number of specials, it's been a long time since issue 46. He will have been Dear Sweet Isildur. It's Isildur week next. And he completes our last alliance swing, and he will have been waiting 2 months.
Yeah.
2 months as Isildur been waiting for his time in the. So 6 weeks longer than he should have been waiting. But he's still way ahead of the Royal Guard. I think people were like, "This is as bad as Royal Guard."
There'll be a few more specials. There'll be the
what in between?
Battle of Ascleia.
The models Dan Collister doesn't have special.
Yeah.
But the Royal Guard was waiting 3 months. Because he had the tricky Christmas period where we do all the specials and we have a break for Christmas and stuff. But yeah, Isildur, he's had a bit of a rough time, but it's only 2 months. It's not that bad.
Are you going to be painting him? Are you going to be
yes. Yep. I have been waiting as well. Because I didn't start my Lendl, so I've got a Lendl and a Isildur waiting to go. I'll be trying to
Foot mounted?
No. Just the ones from the mag. And I will be going full on in BSIME style to try and clear that backlog. Yourself?
I have him not painted, so he's there. It depends where I'm up to with my Easterlings, I think.
Jackpot! Stop painting Easterlings. I
get
so sad when you painted Easterlings.
I need to get them finished.
And so what we learn about next week is that's not it. This one. Build a second age army of Gondor. Sauron faces a final reckoning in the conclusion of our battle report. Remember the battle report we started 2 months ago?
About 15 years ago, yeah.
But we didn't actually. I think we left it last time. As when we said we'll save the battle report until the second part, which is a bit like paint Isildur, heir of Gondor, create a mountainous section for your modular board, and it comes with an Isildur miniature. And it's mega. So
nice mini. I like that mini a lot.
Good mini. I'm looking forward to painting it. Looking forward to sort of speed painting it in the battle stream style. So yeah, the next one we'll be back to our normal format of looking for an issue of this on a Friday night.
Back to Friday.
You see if any of the nerds are saying anything?
Yeah, do you want me to pick up where we was? Harry says, apologies Larry, I'll do better next time. Tim says, all the plastic warriors that have a leather bit on the helmet, all the plastic warriors have that leather bit on the helmet, and most of the new command set have it too.
I won't
yes, he has a nose guard, Damien, says Reese. Good stream. Night, everybody, says Dave. Take care, Dave.
Thanks, Dave.
Tim says, actually, I lied. Just the Hornblower has it, and the new guy of the new guys for some reason. I think we should postpone a Isildur week for a bear stroke hipster special, says Larry. No one tell Dan where I live. Harry says, well, I'll call it a night there, fellas. Great to be back. Hopefully drop in for the next one. It'll be on my birthday eve.
Someone get a song.
And I will even have a Isildur on my table if I have my Emperor done. I'm sure you will. Joe says, I think we should skip the Isildur and save him for the Last Alliance special when Rings of Power comes out. Aren't the specials usually any character who appeared in that movie, says Joe. Normally, yes. Isn't there an LSR on Foot Week? That could be LSR Week. Isn't next episode Beornings Week?
Yeah, well, I think we did do that. I mean, you say normally. We've only had one before. We did the 2 Towers one. I don't know. We'll talk about it. We'll see what happens. I do think you get LSR on foot later as well.
Yeah, I do.
Maybe it will just be a kind of Return of the King free for all then.
We'll see. We'll work it out. We'll stuff about it. But that's it. Thank you everyone for joining us on a Uncommon Sunday stream. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you very much. Anything you want to add, Damien?
What we got? We've got 2 weeks, yeah. So
2 weeks.
Bayorning, people might have Bayornings next time. They'll be being released. They'll probably be being shipped out on the Friday, right, of the stream, because we can order them from next Friday. Some lucky people might have them on stream day. That'd be cool. That'd be fun. But no, we're not doing it. We're not doing a Bayorning special. This is the Bayorning special. We had Defense of the North.
Yeah,
we'll be painting our Sildors, and I'm very excited. Very exciting it'll be too. About you? Exciting, good times ahead.
I've got a lot of admin to do this week. I'm heading down to meet Andy at Mansion Props to check out the damage to the boards that got wet, and we'll be sorting that out this week. So, yeah,
it's not too bad.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I got the message through, and I was too ill to just even kind of acknowledge it. I was just like, I'll deal with it when I can deal with it. No point worrying about it when I couldn't do anything about it. I was laid up. So yeah, that's it really. Got nothing else to say, I don't think. If anything springs to mind, I'll pop it on the Tinterweb, and until then, I'll see you all. There's nothing happening between now and next stream, is there?
Not for us again, I don't think. I
think that's
I think so. Joe has confirmed there is an LSR on foot issue. He's got Gimli primed for Return of the King special months back. Maybe we'll have to do that. It's on the 10th, Larry. So 2 weeks. And Jill says, another great stream, gents. Thanks, and hope you're feeling better over the next couple of weeks, Steve. It's Jill's birthday, right?
Jill's birthday next month.
So, if it's in the next 2 weeks, happy birthday. If not, see you 2 weeks for your song.
Party. Right, well, that's it then. We'll call it there, guys. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We'll see you in a couple of weeks. Until then, keep being awesome, stay safe, and take care. Anything else, Damien? Do you want to sign off?
Happy Defense of the North as well. It's a great supplement. You should get it. Is it worth it, though?